Peace, peace, peace to Black African Power. ETM Hotel, Dua Dua Aku, Dua Netcha, Fatmu Alafie, Fatmu Riri, Fatmu Iwa Pile, Majuba Iba E Gungun, Majuba Iba E Gungun, Majuba Iba E Lakba, Majuba Iba E Lakba, E Gungun Kiki E Gungun. Um, I always want to get honor and praises to the ancestors because without the ancestors, we wouldn't be here. We are our ancestors. I also would like to extend honor and praises to the true and living elders out there according to an African tradition and from an African world view. Uh, Peace to everybody. Welcome back to Kofi Piesie Research Team TV. Uh, Give me just a second, man, and we're going to get started, man. Please, everybody out there, man, please like and share the show. Please like and share the show. I was trying to share the show, but it look like I'm by myself, man. It's all good, man. Um let me do this real quick and we gonna get started. I'm gonna get started. Let me go here. All right. Let me go back to him. So I can be on too and watch. But yeah, again, peace to everybody. Peace to Sister Benita. Peace to my good brother Robert Rand, Anisha. Peace, sis. Sister Anisha too. What are you gonna be doing next Saturday? We're gonna be in Houston next Saturday. Um, we're gonna be down there for our book release Friday, and then Saturday we gonna get around and roam around. So me, I'll be down in Houston. Sean will be down in Houston, and we're gonna be linking up with Brother Chavis, who's already down in Houston. So if you ain't busy, inbox me, man. I'll show like to meet you, and we all get together, man, and go eat somewhere and break bread, man, for about an hour or two. But peace to Sandiata, I might be saying his name wrong, but peace, brother Cedric, if you still in here. Peace, brother Corey, if you still in here. Again, y'all, please like and share the show. As you see in the title, it says, "Where is the Amin Ra Squad?" I know a lot of people probably asking like, "What is uh brother Kofi is trying to talk about?" When he's talking about where is the Amin Ra Squad. So peace to my wife too. My wife is in the chat. I didn't recognize her last time I got chewed out. So peace to Miss Nanya Mika. That's my wife, y'all. That's in the chat. And peace. Also peace to Too Smooth 71 and King and Right. What's happening, my good brother? But yeah. So but anyway, the show yep, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show some stuff, and I'm gonna be asking some questions. Some questions that I know everybody else may, be asking some of the same questions. Really, like where is the Amin Ra Squad, and let's just get into it. And the the show is not what everybody may think it is, because some people look at it and may be thinking that I may be trying to attack the Amin Ra Squad, which I'll never do that. And I actually talked to some of the founding member. Me and the founding member, Uncle West is close. So I talked to him. I talked to Brother Ben, who was a former member of the Amin Ra Squad. Briefly, I told Smash Rockwell, brother Jonathan, y'all may know him as the Magi. I told him about the show last night too on the pseudo killer, so they all already know. So again, those are my brothers. I won't be attacking them, but I will be going over some stuff in the end, just asking some questions that people I know already have on their mind, like really where is the Amin Ra Squad, and some other things that I may ask, and maybe I can get if he's not busy. I know he was talking about joining the panel. That's what he told me yesterday. So I don't know if something changed. So maybe he'll get on here, man. But again, peace to everybody in the chat. Please like and share the show. And I'm trying to acknowledge everybody before I share my show. Peace to brother Ibibo. Peace to Infinite Minds. I done spoke to everybody else. Appreciate that, Sister Benita, for speaking to my wife. If y'all still see my wife in the chat, please speak to my wife. She's Miss Nanya Miko, which means patient, and she has none of that. Peace, Sister Sophie. Peace, peace, peace. But yeah, let me share my screen real quick, man. And please, like I said, please like and share the show. And please subscribe to the channel if you hadn't subscribed to Kofi Piesie Research Team TV. We're going to continue to try to bring y'all some content. I said that last week. I'm definitely going to try to do that before I actually get started. If you look over here, this is my left. This may be your right. The New Independent African Academy. You see right here where I'm pointing at. New Independent African Academy community. So over here at the New Independent African Academy community, we have codes of conducts. We have mandates. We strive for perfection. We strive for quality over here. We strive for respect over here. We strive for good character over here. So I just wanted to let y'all know again, New Independent African Academy community right here in the corner. We got shirts and all types of stuff coming soon, but we're going to keep pushing that. We're going to keep pushing this new community, New Independent African Academy community. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at the video that I did last week. I'll be coming back again next week with another video talking about the female talented 10. And we'll be talking again more about the Independent African Academy, which now we have catapulted into the New Independent African Academy community. So again, welcome to the New Independent African Academy. And go look at that video so you can see those mandates that we have for this community and the codes of conduct that we have, which we're following the ideology of W.E. Du Bois with the talented 10 ideology, the ideology from the American Negro Society, and the ideology from the Independent African Academy, which now we have catapulted into the New Independent African Academy. And again, Sister Anisha, you be on it, be on them links, yeah, please. Check out all of our things that we got going on before. And I'm finna share my screen and we finna get into the show. But real quick, let me go over here and do this because I have to do this here. Let's see. Let me go up. Please. September the 24th, 2021. Please go out and support us. Go to www.SameTree.Different.Branch.Publishing.com. That is our publishing company. We publish. It don't matter who years we publish your book. We don't care if you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, atheist. We welcome all business, but we have our new publication September the 24th, 2021. Will also be on the Mossy Warrior Clan channel where we'll be doing a book release / celebration. We have Brother Uncle who is a guest speaker. We have a Brother Asar Imhotep who is a guest speaker. We have Benjamin Njai, aka Black Panther, who was a speaker. And we have our Aware means great elder. So we have our great elder Mku Menzi, who will also be a guest speaker. And we have Kevin MC Heard Chill, hip hop royalty. He will be hosting the show on that day. If you don't know who MC Heard Chill is, go check out the video. Go check out the video on this channel we did with authors, not author perspective, but warrior scholars, and you will see why I say that MC Kevin Heard Chill is royalty, is hip hop royalty. He did some great things in hip hop before he transitioned all the way into journalism. But enough of that. Get back, like I said, go and support that September the 24th. Let me share my screen real quick and let me turn this on and we'll get into it. Let me see. Let me go back up here. All right. Let me turn that on. We got that on. All right. No, I'll turn it off for right now because y'all can't see my thing. All right. Let me share my screen. Y'all let me know when my screen's sharing. Put a one in the chat if my screen is sharing. I'm the only person on the panel, so I can. Well, I'm. Hold on. Let me go back here. All right. All right, I see the ones. All right. So again, today's show is called "Where Is the Raw Squad?" And for those that may have just come in, that this ain't that type of show. You know if what type of dude. If you rock with me and you know me, then you know what type of dude I am. If you rock with Kofi Piesie Research Team, the Mossy Warrior Clan, you know what type of brothers and individuals we are. So we not on any type of disrespect. Um, you know, so if you think that's that, then you sadly mistaken. Again, for those that may come in, like I said, I already talked to the founding member of the Ra Squad, which his brother Unc, who's a good friend of mine, real good friend of mine. Shout out to brother Unc. I already talked to him about the show. I mentioned it to Smash Rockwell's, aka Jonathan Owens, aka the Magi Orchids. So they already know what type of time I'm on and what I'm finna do. Also, right here, I want to put this out here too before I get started. Um, all copyrights reserved. Copyright disclaimer. I want to put this out because I'm also going to be sharing some videos to kind of validate actually what I'm saying in this video. But disclaimers, copyright disclaimers under the section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use acts is permitted by copyright status that might otherwise be informed. So we got that out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So I got my copyright disclaimer up there. All right. So Amun-Ra Squad, you see the reed lift, the men burrowed, and the water ripple, and the sun disk. This is the session. I'm also a part of the Seshumani Metanetra group. It is a group who is aspiring to be true scribes. We study the language, which is the running Kemet, and the writing script, which is the Session Metanetra. So I know this means in Ra Squad, the I, the M, N, and the complement water reed, which is the M, and the sun dish, which is Ra. So this is and Ra. So the and Ra Squad, the immunization of our community from pseudo-isms. The Ra Squad is an African-centered research team dedicated to the sound academic scholarship. Now I'm gonna put this up here. Can anybody tell me who is this and why do? And I know people probably saying, why do I got a picture up here? This is not the Ra Squad. This is definitely not the Ra Squad. So before I go any further, because I'm finna tell a story. So before I go into that, can anybody tell me who if you can't identify but one person, who is this individual and who is these people behind me? Even if you don't know the names, can you tell me who this collective group is right here? Okay, that's Nisha said that's Wesley Muhammad. Shefra said that's Wesley Muhammad. Hey, a shout out to Chef, man. You got me looking good over here, Chef, man. I thought it was a free app, but like I said, I don't mind paying, man. So I've been playing with it. You got me looking good, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's Wesley Muhammad. So Chef said Wesley Muhammad. Robert Rand says Wesley Muhammad. Benita says brother Wesley Muhammad. And Robert Rand says okay, Ron White. Right. That's the Allah team. The Allah team. Yeah, man. The Allah team, they was real heavy around late 2013, 2014. I think they went in 2015, and they done some other stuff since then. But I'm saying like the prisons on uh, Facebook. They also have a YouTube channel called the Allah Team. They have a podcast called the Allah Team, and etc. But okay, but still, people probably asking. The name of the show was called "Where Is the Amin Ra Squad?" And I got a picture of the Allah Team up here, right? So I'm just gonna share a story with you that was told to me by the founding member. This is nothing fabricated. It's nothing made up. This is something by Unc West itself. Um, and so we was chopping it up, and so the origin of the foundation of the Amin Ra Squad comes from, you know, what these guys was actually doing when we talk about the Wesley Muhammad and the Allah Team. Unc was saying that the Allah Team was beating up Sarah Seti and a few other people, and he was watching the Allah Team go in, like I said, doing 2014, 2013. They was very heavy, and active. They may still be active. I just don't know. I'm just saying just the presence that I seen as far as the posting on Facebook, the the Facebook like page, and the content on their YouTube channel. And I know they put a documentary together. I never did see the documentary where they was actually talking about how the Allah Team got founded. But anyway, I was looking at the Allah Team. He said smashing Cyrus said, and I think it might have been some other people. And this is a research team for the Nation of Islam. So Unc didn't like that, So Unc didn't like that. So Unc began to make a few phone calls, right? So Unc began to make a few phone calls, and to make a few phone calls to call, because he didn't like what was going on, right? So he told me he called Ishmael Bey, right? A lot of people know that Ishmael Bey was also co-founder of the Amin Ra Squad. He has his own thing now. I think it's the Amin Ra Squad African Moorish group or something like that. Sorry about that if I can't remember exactly what it is. But they parted for whatever way they parted for. So, he wanted to combat the Allah Team. So he was suggesting to Ishmael Bey, we need to call it the Amin Ra something. And I don't know what Unc said, Amin Ra. We need to call it the Amin Ra. And he said Ishmael Bey threw the squad on there. So that's where you get the Amin Ra Squad from, was the Allah Team smashing Brother Cyrus Seti, and I guess a few other people, if I'm not mistaken. I know he mentioned Cyrus Seti. So he didn't like it. So he got on the phone, because now he wanted to put a team together to combat, them. So he called Ishmael Bey, said they needed to call it the Amin Ra, and Ishmael Bey said threw the squad on there. So now you got the Amin Ra Squad. Also told me he made a few other calls. He called Brother Asar Imhotep. He called Brothers Sanjeti. And I think he called Ngozi. So those were the few people that he called in the beginning, talking about trying to formulate this team after he seen what the Allah Team was doing to at that particular time some of our we can say heroes at that time. Some of these individuals may still be your heroes, but y'all heroes at that time. So the Amin Ra Squad was being formulated. So here's a picture here of Unc West. This is Ishmael Bey, Ngozi, Asar Imhotep, Wu Jawa, who came later. I think Jonathan came later. You got Sanjeti. You got Sister Naya. You got our good sister, Dr. Oyama Ott. and you have Brother Ben. This what we had started to see in the community. Unc build after Ishmael Bay left. Unc continued to build a great team around him. So these are the members. You have some that are still with the team. You have some that have left the Amun-Ra squad, but this is the Amun-Ra squad. And each one of these brothers, Jonathan Owens, Wu Jiao, Brother Unc, Brother Sinjeti, Brother Sar, my good brother Benjamin Njai, my sister Dr. Oyama Odd, Sister Naya, and Brother Sanjeti. I'm going to be talking about them for a minute, and I'm gonna pose some questions too in a little bit. But this is the Amun-Ra squad. All right, you here is I made a bar, right? So you see the bar, you see it says high bar, and at the top of that bar you have the Amun-Ra squad. And I just want to say that I got that up there whether people may look at it or not, but the Amun-Ra squad, they set a standard coming into the community. I became aware of what we call conscious late 2018. Not 18, 2012. I'm sorry, 2012. So in 2012, I came across Shaka Ukmos video where I think somebody, a brother I met online, put me on Shaka Ukmos. I watched one of Shaka Ukmos video. I liked the video. I watched another one. I looked him up again on YouTube. It took me directly to Sonetta TV. I had no clue about who Sonetta TV, who Sonetta was, Sonetta TV, Black News 102. I had no clue about it until the brother put me on Shaka Ukmos. And watching from 2013 to 2016, 2013 to 2015, I watched Sonetta TV every day. Every day my TV was on Sonetta TV. 2016, I watched it, but I didn't watch it as much. I watched it if certain people was on there, like if Unc was on there, if Sanjeti was on there at the time, if Reggie was on there. Reggie done broke my heart though. That's a whole nother story. But Reggie was on there. So I mean, if Reggie was on there, I would watch, or anybody from the Amun-Ra squad, I would say I would watch, even Shaka Ukmos. And I may come back, like I say, I can tell a whole story about my journey. But going back to what I was saying, okay, so watching that, there was no sources, so I watched it religiously every day. So people would come on and I don't know if they was making up stuff or not, a lot. But I know from me being a thorough researcher that I am over the years, I found out, yes, a lot of these individuals was making up stuff. There was no sources, right? The only person at that particular time, I can say around late 2013, 14, that I seen with sources was Shaka Ukmos. He had a whole video where Sonetta went into his home, and all the brother would do was he was showing books. So he showed a ton of books, and then it wasn't doing a whole bunch of presentations on the channel then, but when he did come, he was the only person I know of. I can be standing corrected, but I like I said, I watched it religiously from 2013 to 2015, religiously every day. And he was the only person I seen for as the sources wise, constantly when he was doing early on. I'm gonna say early on. This was even before Polite come onto the scene, and they started heavily doing the debate scene picked up, or whatever. We started to see it later, but by that time, this group had came into existence. The Amun-Ra squad had came into existence, and when they came in with a certain aura, and they came in with the spirits of the ancestors. And the reason why I'm saying they came in with the spirits of the ancestors is because what they were doing, they was doing exactly what the American Negro Society was doing. When we talk about Alex Crump, or before Alex, not Alex Crump, but Alex Cromwell. But previous before him, when we talk about Christopher Washington Williams, we talk about all these intellectuals, W.E. Du Bois, all these individuals. they had a standard that I talked about before, and I'm gonna continue to talk about this till it resonate with people. But they had a standard, what I call the first conscious community. So if you go back and look in from 1870, and then you get up from after you previous slavery, I'm gonna go in full detail again, or a little bit more detail next week when I talk about the female talented 10. But if you look at from 1870, you look all the way up into the late 19th century, up into the 20th century, you start to see this upper echelons of people started to promote high education or classical education. And I talked about W. Du Bois saying that we could be liberated, or the black race can be liberated through high education. So he wrote an essay about the talented 10. But next week, I'm going to go in depth about the talented 10. I briefly touched on it, but I'm going to talk about his origins of where the talented 10, the term come from, and then WD's taking their term and championing it and wrote an essay and then turned it into an ideology, and then how that talented 10 ideology is connected to Morehouse. And we're going to talk about Morehouse in Atlanta, the founder of it, why he connected it to the talented 10. But anyway, so they had mandates back in the days. So these individuals had mandates, and Amun-Ra Squad come in with those same mandates, whether they knew about these mandates or they didn't know about these mandates of high education, intellectuals, research, thorough research methodology, high comprehension skills, your duty to spread information, leadership, creating leaders, creating exceptional men, and creating exceptional women. And I can say that the Amun-Ra Squad have created exceptional men and exceptional women. And I'm saying not as the group, but from their standards and their mandates that they came through with the community that they did, they set the blueprint. So I don't care what nobody say, the Amun-Ra Squad is the measuring rod. They is the measuring rod. They come in, source up or shed up. They come in with intelligence. They come in with sophistication. They come in with proper research methodology, thorough research, well-read individuals in their prospective fields. So when you go back and look at the origins of when the Amun-Ra Squad, like I said, started, then you start to see the offsprings from the Amun-Ra Squad. And the Amun-Ra Squad was the blueprint for these other groups. People can say that they wasn't, but they were. They had a reference point to go to. These groups had a reference point to go to when it comes to formulating the group and what an intellectual group supposed to look like, how an intellectual group is supposed to present themselves and present their information. So Amun-Ra Squad was the blueprint. So down here you got, and it is no particular order. I'm not saying one came first and the other ones came afterwards. This is just how I got it. The Seshu Ma'ani Meta is a group that I belong to. It started in 2015. Then you got the Matsu Warrior Clan, 2016. You got the Dagger Squad. And I don't know if the Dagger Squad came before Each One Teach One, but I think it was Each One Teach One, who was formerly known as the New Black Knowledge. I think I seen them first. Then I seen the Dagger Squad, or it might have been the Dagger Squad, and then it might have came Each One Teach One. I should have asked Jehudi Ma'at when I interviewed him today, because he's also a member of the Each One Teach One, formerly known as New Black Knowledge. But you got the Dagger Squad, Each One Teach One. You got Kofi Piesie Research Team. You got Team Osiris. And there may be other groups that I may not, it may be escaping me, but these are the groups that pop up right out in my mind because they affected me in some form or fashion. So they popped out. They actually popped out to me, you know what I'm saying, without me having to think hard about groups. These was the groups. And these groups are and I have them at the bottom. And I'm not saying that these groups at the bottom, but I got them at the bottom because the Almond Rod Squad is the measuring rod, and we trying to get to that. We trying to get to that standard. We trying to get to that high bar up there. We trying to reach where the Almond Rod Squad is at. And just my personal opinion, I don't think that we are at the level these groups that I named are at, and I'm saying they are coming. They right on the coattails of coming, but they have to give it up to the Almond Rod Squad. We all have to give it up to the Almond Rod Squad because they are the blueprint. They are the blueprint for groups. They are the standard when it comes to group. When we talk about research methodology, when we come about individuals being real well read, you know. So again, shout out to the Almond Rod Squad. Now, all those groups that I named is connected to one individual. The Mossy Warrior Clan, Kofi Piesie Research Team, Each One Teach One, the Dagger Squad, Team Osiris, is all connected to this one individual right here. This is Unc the God Killer. And we are connected. I'm telling you, each group is connected to this one individual. This man here had an ideal that each one of us taken, and I know that I took it. I know I took that powerful ideal, which I don't know if Brother Unc knows, but I will consider Unc West as the W.E.B. Du Bois of 2000. Of the 21st century. And the reason why I say that is I keep talking about Morehouse adopted the talented 10 the talented 10 ideology. And I talked about what that talented 10 ideology was. So he adopted it, right? And Unc wanted to surround himself around people that was smarter than him. Unc wanted to come into the community and set a standard, and teach people the correct way, the proper way, show them what proper research methodology look like, what honest research, and again, what I'm saying, honest research look like. And also to bring that African element when we talk about tribes. The Almond Rod Squad is a tribe. And he brought that tribalism, also to the community because, in Africa, they understand about teams. And even when you look at the first conscious community, not this second conscious community, but when we look at the first conscious community, when we look at the American Negro Academy, the Independent African Academy, and, we look at the individuals in that time frame of the first conscious community, they had this standard and they wanted to bring the honest research, and they also understood that teams win. And in Africa, they understand that and when we unify, we can accomplish anything if we come together. So Unc understood if he put a team together, that teams would win. So Unc put together the Almond Rod Squad, and from that, this man, W.E.B. Du Bois of the 21st century, adopted, whether he know it or not, the talented 10 ideology. And again, the talented 10 has nothing to do with 10 men or 10 women. Has nothing to do with that. It has to do with standards. It has to do with mandates. And I'm not going to go into that again. I talked about that last week. In the week before last, I went a little bit in depth into it last week. I'm going to go a little bit more depth into it next week. I'm going to keep beating it in your head, but I'm going to keep going back into the late 19th century, talking about this first conscious community and trying to get that standard back of the first conscious community, even though we have packed our bags and we moved on to the new independent African academy community, which we have those same mandates and those standards that they had during the late 19th century or the 20th century. And Brother took those same mandates, that ideology, and applied it to the Amun-Ra squad. And they have set that standard, that bar. They have set the bar for the other groups to actually come in. So now after Amun-Ra squad, you start to see these other groups, like I said, a Dagger squad, Each One Teach One, formerly known as New Black Knowledge, the Basi Warrior Clan, Team Osiris, the Seshuma Ani Meta Nature, and now the Kofi Piesie Research Team. Here is Brother Unc here. Brother Unc, we know Brother Unc loud. And here's a picture of Brother Unc getting it in. Here's another picture of Brother Unc getting it in. Another thing of Brother Unc getting it in. And one of the mandates, when I talk about the Talented 10 mandates, or the mandates that the African Negro Academy and the Independent Negro Academy had at that time, was their mission was to go back into the community and teach, right? To go back into the community and teach. They went back in the community. A lot of those people that I named, I didn't name, but I named the last week, that was a part of those different academies, or part of that first conscious community. A lot of them went to school because they believed in a higher education. So they went to college. They graduated. Some of them graduated with bachelors and went on to get masters, and then also went on to get their PhD. Like W.E.B. Du Bois was the first person in history here in America to get his masters, and then I think followed behind him was Carter G. Wilson, who also was a part of the Talented 10. And their mission was to those who couldn't get a high education for whatever reason, by going to college and study and purchasing books and et cetera, then one of the mandates was for them to go back into the community. American Negro Society, as well as the Independent African Society, was to go back into their communities and teach this information that the people was not getting. So, like I said, whether Unc West knew this or not, when he was forming the Amun-Ra squad, and then started demonstrating these things. So this is Unc West. Like, I'm just showing you a couple of pictures. Here's another picture of him getting it in. He's I don't know if this at the Kemen on Trial debate in New York, but he's teaching now. You see him. He's got the presentation pointer in his hand, and he's teaching. Them brothers, they went on to demonstrate. They went on, even though this never happened. Steel sharpened steel. This was one of the debates that he was supposed to have, and but they, what happened with that. I'm not gonna get into that. And even Unc West went back into the community in his own time, because also the Talented 10 ideology, the American Negro Academy, the Independent African Academy, was to go back into the community and teach, and also affect social change, and also produce leaders. You see, produce leaders. Go back and teach, and also produce leaders. Not a leader. Somewhere down the line, when we get up into the 20th century, we get into this thing of one man being a leader. And we begin to follow behind one man, and we utter off of one man nose. But if you go back to the early 19th century or the 20th century, and we talk about the Talented 10 ideology, the American Negro Academy, the Independent Negro Academy, the first conscious community, we're talking about creating and producing leaders. Creating leaders, not a leader, but creating leaders. And Unc West, when formulating the Amun-Ra squad, he created leaders. Those people that we're going to talk about, all of those individuals are leaders. And from that issue, these other groups who went, whether they agree with it or not, I know they went back and they studied the Amun-Ra squad. They went to the blueprint. They went and read the blueprints. The blueprints was the Amun-Ra squad, whether people say it or not. They are the blueprint. So they went to read the blueprint when they was trying to put their teams together. You see? So went back in his community, and this is another flyer. Him and Wujao. Here's another flyer. He was doing things at his bookstore, the Black Dot Cultural Center. I think before they was doing that, they was doing things in the library where they had people to come in and they would do lectures and etc. I think Sean been the one. I don't know if he was charging or they was free to the public. I think they was free to the public. All you had to do was come. If I'm mistaken, I don't know if Sean in the chat. I'm really not looking into the chat, but I think it was for free. Now I'm gonna stop, and I want to play some videos. I want to play some videos to substantiate the things when I'm saying that these guys was heavy intellectuals. These guys was well studied. These guys and these females, these our beautiful women was well studied, because the Amun-Ra squad does not consist of men. They also have two beautiful sisters, Dr. Oyama'at and Sister Naya. And I think they had a girl beforehand that was also a part of the Amun-Ra squad. I think he told me what the sister name was. I can't even think, but I think she was maybe in the group before Dr. Oyama'at, and then later came Naya, who was also. But here's just another picture of brother Sanjeti. You got my good brother Black Panther. You got brother Nahisi. Saying we're going to talk about all these individuals, but at first I just wanted to talk about brother Unk. I wanted to talk about brother Unk and set the stage for the Amun-Ra squad, and then, like I said, I'm gonna ask some questions in the end, because I want to know, and the people want to know, where is the Amun-Ra squad at? You know, y'all done come and set this high, y'all done set the bar high, set these standards, and created these offsprings, and each one of those groups is connected to this one man. So I just wanted to highlight the story of the Amun-Ra squad, how it's exception, and the brother who's behind it has been in the forefront, because when you mention the Amun-Ra squad, the first face that comes to people's mind is brother Unk. So I wanted to talk about brother Unk, you know what I'm saying, and give this brother his flowers. And I want to play a video or two, something short. I'm not gonna play and show you exactly what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna go and talk in a little depth about these other people. Most of these brothers that's in this group, I have talked. Even the sisters, I have talked to all of them. Some of them I have a closer relationship than others. Brother Unk, I have a close relationship with him. Everybody knows that. Brother Nahisi is also a member of the Masi Warrior clan. I chop it up with him. He's a member. Me and brother Ben, we close. That's my brother to the end. I done talked to Sanjeti. I respect Sanjeti. I don't talk to him as much as I talk to some of the others in the Amun-Ra squad, but I respect that man because he has a standard. And I done told him that before I even talk to him over the phone, and then I invited him to my book release, and he came. He was a man of his word. I asked him would he come to my book release back in June. That was on the Pseudo Killers. Shout out to the Pseudo Killers for letting me host my the first book release off of our Same Tree Different Branch Publishing. But brother Sanjeti showed up. But anytime Sanjeti was on, when he was on the Amun-Ra squad, when they was doing things together, or even if he was doing this, because each individual has their own things within it, and I like that too, because tell them start your own group, do your own your own things as well. He's not holding them confined to just that group. He wants them to go out and promote their other brands, and get people familiar with their brands and their companies and their teams that they have also. So letting right then that the Amun-Ra squad is not cultish, and it has every individual is a leader, a leader. They don't have one leader, they have leaders, you see. So it's not a cultish type of group. But here's another picture of them. And I hope one day I meet the Aware Smalls. Aware again just means great elder. So I hope to meet him. That's Sanjeti. I don't know who this sister is, but you got you got Ben, you got brother Jonathan Owens, aka the Magi. And again, man, you got to give it up to these brothers. These brothers, anytime they had a chance to come and present information, some sound information, some correct information, some quality information, some well-researched information, they answer the call. The same way that George Washington Williams made another call after he tried to start the Historical Society, and through trial and error and miss, he wasn't able to get it off the ground. But then he made another call where Alex Cromwell answered the call and created the American Negro Academy, right? So Unc and the Amun-Ra Squad, or the Amun-Ra Squad, I'm not even going to say Unc and Amun-Ra, I'm going to say the Amun-Ra Squad, they answered that call. So these brothers traveled everywhere to bring this information to the people, man. So before I go any further, I'm gonna share my screen. I mean, I'm already sharing my screen, but let me go to, I should have had it pulled up, but let me go to my YouTube channel, because I have a lot of things. So I'm gonna play something from and then we'll go in and we'll talk about some of the other what's the name. But if y'all enjoying this, please like and share the show. You know what I'm saying? Share it with people that you think that may be appreciating me talking about these warrior scholars, the Amun-Ra Squad. Let me go to my library. Oh no, I already got it right here. So, and like I said, I'm gonna play something from each one of these people so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If people is under rock and they don't know the members of the Amun-Ra Squad, and those who was a part but no longer part, but they were a part of the Amun-Ra Squad legacy. They were a part of that. So I will be playing something from them. But first, I'm gonna play something from here. I hate they lost all their stuff off their other channel, man. They had tons and tons of videos on the other. I'm glad we seem like we hold on. No, this is not okay. Now I remember this one, but nah, that I didn't know they put that on there. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back here. All right. I remember that show. I was a part of that show right there. Exiting the circus community. That was one time that came up. I'm also going to address that tomorrow too. Not be something that gets a few things that some came up over the weekend about exiting the conscious community. But this is not the first time this talk was. But hold on, let me go back. Let me see what I want to play. I want to play something from. Dang, man. I don't. Okay. Well, let's see. No, it's not that one. I had a video up here with Unc on it, man. I don't even feel like finding it. But what I do is, he's gonna be in something else. But let's go on, because I wanted to play a few things from that. But I'll come back and find that video later on. I'm gonna just go back and do this and then go to the next person, because I have talked a lot about Unc, but I also wanted to show you highly intelligent this brother is, and well read in his specific field, because each one of the Amun-Ra Squad members they have mastered a particular field that they in, you know what I'm saying? So let's just we'll go to the sister next. This is Dr. Deanna Bailey. Y'all know her as Dr. Oyama. She has also been given a new name, which I don't have her new name. I should have went back to when I interviewed her on Warrior Scholars. She hadn't too long had got back from her trip in Cameroon, but this is one of the flyers that she had. She linked her lineage back to the Bamilinki tribe in Cameroon. We talked about that on the Warrior Scholar show. If you didn't see that, interview where I interviewed her. Go back and check it out. It was a dope interview. I had a few questions about the bum and leaky people. It was something dealing with them going back to Kemet or connected to Kemet. Well, I didn't have a lot of sources, but you know, those people, the elders down there, actually validated what I was trying. You know, I wasn't sure about. So you know, everybody know Dr. Oyama Ott. Here's Dr. Oyama Ott right here with my good brothers, brother Ben, aka Black Panther, and the God Killer, who I'm calling WED, the boys of the 21st century. Now, Dr. Oyama Ott. Now, I may not go in detail with each individual from the Amun Ra Squad. Like I say, I got a few of them I have personal relationships with. A few of them, you know, I have talked to on occasions, but I don't have that, you know, personal relationship with. But you know, so a lot of them that I do, I'll speak on them a lot. You know, like I spoke on because I have a personal relationship with him. And anyway, but even with Brother Unc, crazy story. Let's go to Brother Unc again before I get into Dr. Oyama. In the beginning, I didn't even like Unc. Like I didn't like Unc in the beginning. That was crazy. Like 2000 and I'm gonna say 2015. Like I really started seeing them, but I still wasn't all the way into what I'm saying, heavily into the research. I was reading books, and I was a part of the session, and just got in this, you know, a founding member of the session, and I'm thankful for that group because that group actually taught me more about sound research, you know, research methodology, because I didn't really have too much of a grasp of research methodology. And then the group inspired me to write a book that never came out called The Ra Document, the Overstandings of Ra and His Many Manifestations. I did a presentation on it, and I still have it. I done changed some stuff in it, but never put it out. I finished it 2007, went back and started back on it 2019 after I did the presentation. But anyway, I didn't even like Unc in the beginning. I didn't like him. I just thought he was just too arrogant, and he was the only one. And that's because, again, I was reading, but I wasn't real read. I wasn't well researched, and I was still believing some of the stuff from the other community. So in the channel that I was watching, I was just believing, you know, and how he was combating, and didn't know that, man, Brother Unc was trying to come and help, you know, this community out because of the makeup artists. Because that's what, you know, later on I found out a lot of these individuals, once I became a well researcher, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right. No, that ain't right. He lying, he made it up, and etc. So then when I joined, and then I started, you know, understanding what he was trying to do, and Amun Ra Squad was trying to do, and then my dislike for him, you know, slowly started going away. And then when I became a member of the Master Warrior Clan, and I think 2017 or 2018, I can't remember what date it was. It might have been late 2017. So Unc is a co-founder of the Master Warrior Clan, and you know, we chopped it up. It was a dispute that something I did, and then we got that, how we ended up on the phone. And then from there, man, we just developed a cool relationship, man. You know, I love that brother. But back to Dr. Oyama Ott. Dr. Oyama Ott, you know, she's a member of the Amun Ra Squad. She has her own channel, Dr. Oyama Ott's YouTube channel. I think it's Dr. Oyama Ott, Dr. Deanna Oyama. I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel, and she's been putting out a lot of content, man. I appreciate that sister. She's been putting out a lot of content. She has definitely built up her channel, and she welcomed me back in 2007 when I started doing presentation on Facebook. I started doing presentations on Facebook, and I was doing them, man, boom. Cause not only me, just Sean too. You know, me and Sean been rocking ever since he joined the Seshuma Ani Metanexa late 2016, and then 17, we became this dynamic duo. If you seen Sean, you seen me. If you seen me, you seen Sean, and we did this consistently for a few years. And like now, here, due to our schedules and different things going on, he may go live and do something. I can't be there. And then when I'm live, he can't be there. Even though I know his butt probably off work now, he could be on the panel, but it's all gravy. But I mean, we did that consistent at my brother's, but she, I guess, took a liking in the information that I was presenting, and she was the first person in this other community at the time that I belonged to, and she gave me an opportunity to come on her platform. Like, this sister didn't have to give me an opportunity, so she gave me a platform to come on her YouTube channel. I talk about this in my book, As I Learn, We All Learn, sharing information with others. You know what I'm saying? And I did a presentation, and she invited me back, and I did another presentation. Then she invited me back when something happened with one of her friends, and she, I went on. Brother Unc want the link. Y'all give me 1 second. I want to give Brother Unc the link, and I'll get back to this, and because I want to play something from Dr. Oyama. So, damn, I wish, damn, Unc, there ain't nobody in here. I could keep flowing, y'all. Excuse me. I thought one of my brothers was gonna be in here. They could have helped me out, but I got to share the link with Unc. Give me a second. They could be doing that, and I can keep going on doing what I'm doing. But give me a second. Let me find this. Let me tell him. Look in. Oh, it's in the Mossy. Look in the Mossy. I ain't even got to worry about that. Let's keep going. I ain't even got to do that. It's in the Mossy chat. Unc, if you listening, it's in the Mossy chat. It's in the Mossy chat. So, all right, it's in the Mossy chat. So, anyway, back to Dr. Oyama. Yeah, back to Dr. Oyama. So this sister, she gave me a chance. So she gave me an opportunity when nobody else gave me an opportunity, because and it came right on time, because I started feeling a certain type of way when I was putting in work, and my brother Sean was putting in work on Facebook before I created the Kofi Piesie TV YouTube channel. I went from started on Facebook first, and then got off of Facebook. But I'm gonna show you. I'm going to tell the story when we get to being how I actually got into West Africa and started studying West Africa extensive, because if you go back and look at prior 2015, 2016, I was Kemet crazy. Again, I was a part of and still a member of the Seshu Ma'ani Metanetra group. And we deal with the hieroglyphs, or what the Remich of the Kimatu called it, the Sesh. So we deal with the Sesh. We deal with the language, which is the Running Kemet. So, and we created a YouTube channel, and we show you in real time that we can transliterate and translate those glyphs into the target language that we speak, which is English. So we transliterated and translated those glyphs and told you exactly what it was, and we did it in real time with Freestyle Fridays and Divine Words Wednesdays. We did this consistent for a few years. I'm saying consistently. So, but Unc, it's in the Master Warrior Clan chat if you need it. I'm gonna get into that story because I was Kemet crazy. I can show you one of my bookshelves, and it has nothing but Kemet stuff all the way down, because that's where I was at. That's where my headspace was at. I'm no longer in that space. I respect Kemet. I respect the Kemetu and the Remich for what they did, far as creating a civilization for 3,000, some say for 5,000. They reigned for 3,000 years, some say 5,000 years. That is the oldest empire that ever reigned to this day. The United States ain't even close to that. People would say, well, the United States may have been maybe 2,000 years or lesser than that, but we saying, well, no, it ain't even that. I'm giving them too much. I'm 200 years. But anyway, but yeah, so shout out to Dr. Oyama. And this is the picture that I have right here. This image, she has this headdress on her hair, on her head, right? This is her back in Cameroon. And again, she's a part of the Bamaliki tribe in the Cameroons. So she went there to visit. You know, we know she also went to Ghana before she went to Bamaliki. So she went there, and she actually got initiated. And you know, from the stuff that I talk about, you know, dealing with African culture and traditions. Hold on, let me see who popped in here. Give me 1 second, y'all. That's Brother Unc. Let me get him in here. All right. Dang, what's going on? All right. What up, Brother Unc?
How you doing, bro?
That's good. How you doing, man? I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. Just sitting back looking at the presentation, man. Take a nigga back down memory lane.
Yes. How long you been listening, man?
about 20 minutes.
Oh, you missed a lot of the good. You missed a lot of the good part. Did you hear the part where I was talking about you? And you know, I called you the WEB, the boys of the 21st century.
Yeah, you funny dude, yo.
Yeah, man. So
crazy,
I'm like I said, I'm just trying to you know, talk about the standard that y'all set. And you know, like I told you, y'all is the blueprint. Like, you know, when you get ready to build a house, you know, those architects, those builders, they have to go read the blueprint, you know, in order to build something. So, you know, I'm just letting the people know that the Ra Squad is the blueprint. And that blueprint from these other groups that I made a bar, and I had the Ra Squad atop of that bar. And then I had the Mossy, the Dagger Squads, the Each One Teach One, the Team Osiris, the Kofi Piesie Research Team, etc. at the bottom. And these groups are connected to one individual, and that individual is you. And each one of these groups had to use a page from out of your book. They had to go and study the blueprint from the Ra Squad. And I actually shared the story with them, the story that you shared with me about because I threw up a picture of Wesley Muhammad and the Allah team, and I was asking people, do they know who this individual is and this collective group behind him? And you know, so I threw it up there just to share the story about how you saying they was beating up Cyrus Susan City, and was it some other individuals or just Cyrus Susan City?
No, he went through the whole conscious community like Swiss cheese.
Okay. So
and I was
like, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, wow. So Seti, he do like he always do. He tapped out. He didn't even show up for the debate. He tapped out. And Wesley just kind of demolished everybody. And it woke me up, because at that point I thought what me and Seti had was serious. And then I had to realize it wasn't nothing. But who always had the top-notch accurate scholarship was Asar Hotep. And, you know, looking back, I was like, okay, all right, that shit a little slow. But it was it, though. It was the package, right? And he had the Blog Talk show with all the real teachers on it. But it was, you know, it's just slow. And, you know, and he had a wild-ass way of fighting. And I realized that wild way of fighting was really academia. And I was like, okay. So I knew when I started the team, I had to get people that was definitely smarter than me. See, most people don't even realize that. I just had to have no ego, and I had to find the people that was better than me. So like Asar was clearly, I felt like was better than me in that. I felt like Sinjetti was better than me. And, you know, I felt like Ngozi, his command of tribes, and it just was better than what I had. And so I just wanted to build a team that was so thorough that we could actually protect the community. You know, I know what I got. I know what I bring to the table, but I understood my weaknesses. And so, you know, I built the team to fill in everything that I was weak at. And so I picked strong men, and we did the damn thing. And so people don't know, to get on the squad, you had to beat up the squad. And so you get Smash Rockwell. He was watching the squad for a while, and he just came up, man, and I never forget it, yo. He beat the brakes off of Wu Jia in a SAR. They act like they didn't happen, but it did. Right? We still got all that. That's still there. Wu Jia gonna act like it happened. I saw say, nah, they swear. Right? We can run that back again. I seen it in real time. And so, you couldn't deny the bad job, man. So we by the time we did our thing, man, it was just, Wesley wasn't gonna be able to do nothing with nobody. And I felt like that's where Africa was supposed to be, back at the top. And I feel like the Umbrella Squad put John Jackson, Dr. Ben, Shikant, Diops, we put everything back. We restored the universe. And after we restored the universe, you know what I'm saying, we just let everybody do their thing. It's time to come back, though. Hold on, y'all. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go back. I'm going to reshare my screen. Damn. Take that out of there. I'm going to turn that off. All right. Let's go back. Let's look at Dr. Oyama. Let me share my screen again, like we was talking about Dr. Oyama. Oh, man. That's not what I'm looking for. Share my screen. All right. Let me see. All right. Let's go to Dr. Oyama. I'm going to play something from Dr. Oyama. I'll probably play two things. Here, I wanted, this here. Oh, man. Hold on. This thing here. Let's go back to the library. I got it in here. Why it's not playing? Hold on, y'all.
You want me to finish what I was talking about, though?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's it. No, that's it. All right. Yeah, so I just want everybody to know, man, it was about restoring real solid African history, not the pseudo history with the pyramids of 65 million years old and the aliens built it. It was none of that. And the rules was that you could not practice Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. So everybody said, what about Ishmael Bey? Well, he was grandfathered in. He will be the only person that will ever grace the Amara Squad again that believed in Allah or Jesus Christ or Yahweh. It's simple. It's simple, and you can always pick up and learn African spiritual system that was always on the table. Now I chose never to do that. I chose never to pick that up. Hold on 1 second.
All right. I'm gonna play the video real quick. So let's look at Dr. Oyama real quick. Get on screen.
Yeah, hey Kofi.
Yeah.
So with the, I didn't even get the Dr. Mayat part there because she wasn't in there at first.
Nah.
It was such a suit and neck. And so when I ran across Dr. Mayat, she kind of got in contact with me, and she did a debate. I'll never forget, in Atlanta, and I was like, yeah, she real. I checked her out. I made sure she was really a doctor, because that was always the thing. You didn't have to have a degree to be on the Amara Squad, but if you said it out your mouth, yo, you had to prove it and verify it. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Yeah. And so, and what Dr. Mayat did was, she actually legitimized us, because now we had a doctor on the staff, and she was superior in her thinking and what she could do, superior. And it's been real. It's been the way it's supposed to be. She's a professor, and she's just top notch in what she do and her approach to actually pushing scientific literacy. And so that just really, It just put it there. But then we never forget Nahisi. Nahisi is Nahisi, man. Serious dude, quality with the scholarship. I'm waiting for him to finish his daggone book.
Yeah.
Yeah, loyal. Day one. We just been fortunate to have a lot of good people, man. You know what I'm saying? And the squad is just we ain't went. People think we ain't went nowhere. We still building a community. Everybody got their projects they working on. Yeah, but now that everything is in such an uproar, you know what I'm saying? We back. But we back and we comfortable because it's other groups that's kind of like I would say moved up to the forefront, and that's a good thing though, Kofi. That's a good thing for the Masi and the Kofi Piesie Research Team to be right there, filling that spot, right? And we know about the pseudo killers. You feel me? That's the group of all atheists, and that was important to me, and that was important to all the other brothers, yo, that we could stand up and say it and not feel like we marginalized or can't say that. There's plenty of black people who don't believe in any deity, no matter whether it's African or no matter what. I personally enjoy studying African deities and African religion because it's so spicy. You know what I'm saying? It's got so much flavor in it, so many different teaching lessons. That's for me. But back to the Umbrella Squad, man. It's a thing for the people, man. It's for the people, man. And it ain't based off of one crazy charismatic leader.
Right.
Never was, never will be, bro.
Yeah, I stated that earlier when I talked about leaders. If they look back at the 19th, early 20th century, the Tale of the 10 was about building leaders. Those different academies was about building leaders, not one man, not one woman, but leaders. And I was stating that the Umar Squad wasn't coaches. They had every person in there was a leader within the group and within their own right. So it wasn't cultish. And but let me
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. I don't want to fuck up. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go back here. Y'all let me know when my screen is sharing. All right. This video right here is a video of Dr. Oyama. She has the anime. What is it? Anime production. Anime production.
Anime production. Mail tracks.
Yeah, the mail track.
Coming out with another value.
Yep.
Coloring books. Education. The hell with Irritated Jenny. I'll never forget it, yo. They wouldn't let me sell it at one of their event show because it was a white girl in it. I couldn't believe it, yo. Then I realized, yo, that these niggas is fucking bananas, yo.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep, they're crazy as fuck. Yep. Wow. Bunch of idiots. That's why we can't. That conscious community shit is out the door, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's play this video.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Deanna Bailey, also known in the States by Dr. Mahat. I am the co-founder of a company called Ed Anime Productions. Ed Anime is short for educational animation. And in 2014, I brought my family together to produce a program called Mel Trek. Mel is short for melanin. Trek means journey. So we're taking you on a journey to understand the history, culture, and achievements of African people. And when I say African people, I'm talking about Africans.
So when is Africans
throughout the diaspora. Okay? And so we have two films currently. We have Mel Trek episode 1, Exploring Ancient Africa, and Mel Trek episode 2, Exploring the Pre-Columbian America. But today we're going to show you Mel Trek, Exploring Ancient Africa.
That'll fuck your whole game up.
Hey, Uncle, mute your mic.
Oh, shit.
Okay, my name is Isaiah. I am currently a student at Howard University. I am also a co-founder and vice president of Ed Anime Productions. I help with the script, with the film production. I help with the script. I also authored the first book our company created, the Mel Trek Exploring Ancient African Storybook. And firstly, I want to thank you all for being so patient. In America, the children would have been whining and bored, and so I appreciate you all for your patience, and also I appreciate the song that you said for us was beautiful. I can see y'all been working on that for a while. The purpose of Meltrek is to teach that our history, Africans and African American history, didn't begin with slavery, right? We know that we were great people before slavery, right? Yes. Right? We had kings, queens, we had different achievements, we had different achievements and things that they don't teach us about in the school system, at least not in America. And that's why we created these products, so we could expose children to different things and help you guys build a self-esteem and a pride about being Black. That's right. So that's the purpose of our first project. Now we're going to play you the first film, Meltrek Episode 1, Exploring Ancient Africa.
And after the film, we're going to ask you some questions to get now. So you have to pay close attention to the information provided in the film, because we're going to do a Q&A after the film, where we ask you some questions, you give us answers, and we give you prizes, okay? Yeah, we like prizes. All right, so make sure that you pay close attention to all of the information, the characters' names, the places that they're going to visit, and some of the fun facts that we're going to provide for you in the film, okay? All right, so are you guys ready to watch Meltrek? Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, excellent. So, family, we're just going to show you a short little clip. We're not going to show the whole film.
I'm not going to play the whole video, but I just wanted to kind of show y'all something from, the work that Dr. Oyama is doing. She created a brand, she created a product, and she created a product that is beneficial for the community, which is going back to what I'm saying about also the American Negro Society was about producing. Paraphrasing what Alex Cromwell said in the late 19th century, a civilization is not a civilization if it's not producing. So she is producing. So the Amun-Ra Squad is producing product that is beneficial and also to effect change in our community. That is also a part of the W.E.D. Du Bois Talented 10 ideology, the American Negro Academy ideology, and the Independent African Academy is to producing leaders and effecting change within your community. So she's not only effecting change in her community, she has gone out of the country to the homeland, and she's in Ghana, and she is giving her product to those who are in Gambia and showing them and teaching them about their legacy, the contributions that their ancestors contributed to the world, because you have to understand something too, that as slavery was going on over here in the islands and South America, you also had colonization that took place in Africa. So a lot of these people were stripped of thorough knowledge of themselves as well. So shout out to Dr. Oyama for that. Let me go back to the slide. Hold on, let's go to the slide. All right. Now we get to Brother Sanjetti. Now, like I said, I have personal relationships with a few people in the Amara squad, and some people I don't, but I have talked to each and every last individuals a few times over the phone. And Brother Sanjay, I have talked to him a few times over the phone. And like I said earlier, I asked him to come to my book release, and I actually called him on the phone, and the brother picked up for me. And I know where actually he was busy, and then he told me he was going to call me back, and he did exactly what he said. He called me back. He told me he was going to be there, and he was a man of his word, and he was there. And we, like I said, we done exchanged, conversations on the phone and on Facebook Messenger. And I always just told him I just liked the way he handled himself, how he presented himself. I'm big on good character, and a lot of times that be a great impression for me when I see people do those things. The same thing I said about Concrete Corey, who's a part of the pseudo killers. He outstood more to me because of the way he carried himself. So this is Brother Sanjetti, and I'm gonna play a small snippet of him. This is another picture of him teaching. And again, like I'm saying, if you look, these people are actually teaching. They is following the mandates of the Talented 10, the African American Society, African American Academy, and the Independent African Academy, the first conscious community. They is following those mandates. They are actually what they're learning, whether they're learning it autodidact or whether they're going to school. A lot of these guys and women in this group have went to school and have some form of an education in certain things. And now they're coming back exactly like the American Negro Academy, the Independent African Academy did, and the same thing when we can name some of the guys like W.E. Du Bois, Alex Cromwell, Christopher Washington Williams, Carter G. Wilson, Ahati Torre, John G. Jackson, John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, Sheikh Ante Diop, Chancellor Williams, and etc. Right? So these guys are teaching. And like I said, they answer the call every time to go out and share sound information, correct information, proper information to the people. So I'm showing you exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about these guys are the blueprint. They are the blueprint. They are the measuring rod. They have set a standard, and they actually have followed the standard of the first conscious community. The first standard of the conscious community, not the conscious community now. There's no standards. There's no mandates. There's no codes of conduct. We're talking about the first conscious community. And like I said, if you want more information, just go back to the show I did last week. We packed our bags and moved out of the conscious community to the new Independent African Academy community. So I want to play something real quick from Brother Sanjetti. Sanjetti is a talented brother as well. And like I say, each one of these brothers and sisters, have a specific field that they're well studied in. So, they know a lot, but I like them because they're mastered in one field. And that's something, that I strive for. I can hold conversation when we get into these African cultures and customs and traditions and what group belongs to this country and what they did and what they ate and what this mean and what that don't mean. But I don't other conversations I don't I know a little bit, but I don't dabble in them a lot of them. I just be quiet and I listen. And I learn because I'm trying to master one thing. I'm trying to be not a jack of all trades and a master of none. So let's go to a video from Sanjetti. Let me go back. Let's see, Sanjetti. Okay, Sanjeti. Here's Sanjeti right here.
Stores, implying health. But this is something that we already were doing in our own cultures, because green and Kimmy is associated with being healthy. So when you greet someone, you say Uja, you're pushing Panda. And it's already in your culture.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
So what I would like to do is share some experiences that I've had in my personal growth in regards to our next speaker and why I'm honored to introduce him. When I was 19 years old, I was just kind of coming out of the some knowledge and everything like that. I studied the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, the Wahhabi doctrine, Christian, Islam, etc. I was deep here in Philadelphia, going back and forth to Delaware. And once I graduated from what I was going to call the Abrahamic mode of thinking, right? My spirit said, it is time for you to grow, because, you kind of start expanding as you mature, okay? And at 19 years old, I was lost at 19. I had all this scattered knowledge, 5% of information on kids, just memorizing all this stuff, right? But I had no direction, but I knew I had to search. I didn't know how, I just knew I had to get out. So one day I was in South Street. Do y'all remember Pearl of Africa? Yeah. Y'all remember Pearl of Africa? Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to our brother Ahmed, who's an ancestor. He gave me a lot of guidance as I started going there to get some books. All right. So I went there, I seen this flyer it was a comedic ascension program. So I looked, oh man, that's kind of cool. So I grabbed it, and then I attended the events. One of those events, it was called Kofi and Gumi. I was like, what is that? It sounds cool. All right. It said African martial arts. I'd never heard of African martial arts, because at that point, it was just about, Asian martial arts, studying Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do, and all that kind of stuff, right? I remember I had a Jeet Kune Do patch that I got frowned upon when I was practicing African martial arts, so I got rid of that quick. We'll come back to that. So, again, I didn't have direction, and I wouldn't consider myself African-centered at this point. I had information, but it was not focused. I didn't have a method per se, like Dr. Kilimanjaro spoke about her earlier. I wasn't African-centered. Okay. So think about this. Have you ever met someone who inspires you to be great? Think about those prophets from old. Right, those philosophers from the ancient times, or like a celebrity who says something that changes your life. Think about a young man who doesn't have direction, and he meets this mystical, magical figure in real life. That's what that was like for me. Okay? Sitting at the feet of somebody who reminds me of ancient prophets. Now, again, I'm not mysticizing it, but I'm just kind of giving you the feeling of the inspiration. And
I'm not gonna play it, but I just wanted to play a little bit of brother Sanjay just talking about his upbringing. I wanted to play another video of his, but I didn't want to. Hold on. All right. All right. Good. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. But I ain't want to play it from off that other channel, even though I already put up. I can play it because I already put up the Copyright Act and read out the copyright disclaimer. But that's in there over there. I didn't want to play the other video because majority of his videos is over there on that other channel. But let's get back into that. That's Brother Sanjay. Let's go here. This is Brother Unk. Now, here they go again. Back in the community teaching. I don't know, this is in Atlanta. I think that was
the bookstore.
Yeah,
that's at the bookstore.
Right.
Yeah, in the libraries, we did the library shit free for everybody. That was free.
Okay, and that was a question I had earlier, because when I was talking about what y'all was actually doing in the community, I talked about y'all was doing it in the library first, but I said I think y'all was doing it for free. All they had to do was come out at the library before you start doing it at the cultural center, your bookstore. But this is my good brother Ben. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about the Ra squad. Even those who are not a part of the Ra squad know, but they was a part of the legacy, and they still all family. So Ben was a part of the Ra squad, and this is my brother. This is my brother from another mother. I was excited. Like I said, I was putting in work, presentation after presentation after presentation on from Facebook to YouTube, create my own channel. And then I put in work, me and Sean just back and forth, boom, boom, back and forth. Me and Sean just doing presentation. He'll do a presentation one week, I do no. He was doing presentations, but Sean was still doing them on Facebook. I was doing on my channel. Then Sean was coming on the channel, and we was doing stuff together. Sean became a member of the Mossy Warrior clan first, and I was happy. He told me and he shared it with me, man, and I was like, man, that's great. And the whole, and I was thinking in my mind, like, I hope one day that I'm able to be a part of that. And I'm explaining why I was hoping that one day I can be a part of it. I never approached Ben, never approached Unc, because at this time, me and Unc could have a relationship at this time. We didn't have a relationship, and so
you can approach, though. You gotta get approached. Most people don't know that.
Huh?
You gotta get approached.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
You gotta get chose. You gotta get chose.
Yeah, right. And that's exactly what happened. So being reached out,
dynamic.
Huh?
Me and Sean was dynamic.
Yeah. So
Sean was, matter of fact, Sean is Ra squad. He just ain't get officially promoted up. Pandemic came, a lot of shit came. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He got his coming.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody do. I just wanted everybody to know, yo, you can't come knocking on the door, yo. We're gonna ignore you. And now these days, you gotta get a background check, because now the shit is crazy.
Most definitely.
Yeah, now it's just it's crazy. But it's crazy, yo. But we wait. You know how it go, yo. Like you know how you got the shit down pat, yo. You ain't just diving into nothing.
Yeah, right. That's right. No. So 2007, I think, was early 2018. Early 2018, Ben hit me up, and he asked me, and I was like, hell yeah. So he went back, and he come back, and he told me that because they had they had to talk about it, and they had to agree, for me being, everybody was with it, man. Everybody was with me being a part.
Yeah, we got to vote on it.
Yeah, so everybody voted on it, man, and I became a member of the Mossy Warrior clan. And at that time, I stopped going hard on Kofi Piesie TV for, probably about 7 months. I left my channel because I wanted to prove myself to the group. I didn't want to be a part of a group and just be a part of a group. I wanted to, I didn't want to be, a weak chain, within the group. So I wanted to prove myself. So every week I would go, not every other week, I would say, and sometimes I would every week, but most of the time, me and Sean, we took turns. Sean would do something one week, I would do something the next week. Sean would do something, I would do something the next week. And like I said, when you seen me, you seen Sean. When you seen Sean, you seen me. And we was like that from, we was consistent together, for about 3 years. Our schedule will change over the last year or so. So you don't see us as much together. But that's my brother also from another mother. So, but anyway.
Hold on, Kofi. It's deep. You and Sean is to the Mossy Clan Warrior as Smash Rockwell's was to the Ra squad. like he pushed us forward, right? He put together like we went on a tour. We went like 3 cities, 3-city tour. Went to Philly, went to New York, and one other place, right? And he really infused us. He really, you know what I'm saying, had us doing what we need to do for real. Yeah, and he back on that again. and yeah, yep. I'm just gonna let y'all know, right? And that's what y'all do. Y'all actually, y'all took the daggone blueprint and mastered it. Like, I mean, just look at you got a printing where you actually get the books made, right? Get the books read, get everything you need to publish your work.
Yep.
You right? You know what I'm saying? And it's deep. I know Asad do the same thing, but as far as just a vehicle of literature, like, come on, yo, like, I sit back and say, man, boy, it's a beautiful thing, yo.
Yeah.
But go ahead, yo. I didn't even cut you off.
Yeah, you good. So, and I told y'all about 2015. We created the Seshuma Ani Metanetra. We created the Seshuma Ani Metanetra, and we created a channel, and we started showing y'all in real time that people look like you can actually transliterate and translate the Sesh into the target language that we speak, which is English. So we didn't need those Egyptologists like a Faulkner and a Budge and a P. Allen. We didn't need those. We can actually do it ourselves. So, and I was Kemet crazy, and I got view of this guy doing the technology conference that Unc and them had in Atlanta. And this brother just come out of nowhere. At the end of the show, he was talking. And bro, he was talking. I'm like, who is this dude? Then I actually I seen him on you got me saying it, so I'm gonna think about his name before I say it, because you got us saying that man's name like that, and I don't want to say Divine Prospect. Divine Prospect. I don't want to say that because I've been saying the other names.
Divine Suspect.
That's that I've been calling that brother that, and that ain't his thing.
Divine Suspect.
So Divine Sarnetta. I guess they tried to do the thing in Atlanta. It was called Black News 404 over there in Atlanta. And I watched it, and that his brother is, that I was like, who is this brother that was talking at the end of the Science and Technology Conference that Unc them put on in Atlanta? So I'm like, dang. So I listened. I'm actually going to play this video. This video that he did, I was kind of already wanting to learn about Africa, but he actually I kind of started, but he kind of made me put the pedal to the metal after I looked at the video that he did. And I was like, man, I got to study West Africa. So at the end of the presentation, he named off about 5 or 6 books. That same night, I ordered every last one of those books that he named. So before I became a member of the Masu Warrior Clan, Ben actually changed my life. I talk about that in my book, As I Learn, We All Learn, sharing information with others, deepen your own knowledge. He actually changed my life for as, hey, man, you need to be looking and studying more into West Africa, not Kemet. So from that day on, I made it my business. What I'm saying, I had already started. I stuck my toe in and it starts, researching and doing certain things. But after that, I kind of went full throttle with West Africa. Went full throttle with it. So when I got the call to join, that's why I said when he asked me, he should have just called me and told me, man, you a member of the Master Warrior Clan, brother. Congratulations. I'd have been like, cool. But he asked me, I'm like, hell yeah. I've been working when they joined. I have been working and working and working. And for somebody to acknowledge my work, and then I become a member of a group that actually specializes in West Africa, and the guy that actually changed my whole perception asked me to join the group, man, that was, bro, I'm telling you, that was big for me. That was big for me.
Kofi, that's why it's super silly when you hear these fake, quote unquote, supposed to be catching the fraud dudes claim that why we don't focus on West Africa. I be thinking, God damn, yo, we got a whole team dedicated to West African. Like, I be like, with books written about West. I be like, I mean, have we just fell into an alternative universe some damn where the scammers and the frauds switch places with us?
Man, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Man, a whole dedicated printing press. Yo, listen, a whole printing press, books, material dedicated to real West Africa.
Crazy.
I mean, God, man, like Sanjetti was always our West African guy. You know what I'm saying? Asar. Like, we just said, man, listen, man, the Armin Raw squad, man, I just said Armin Raw team or something like that. And it said, no, squad. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sitting back saying, yeah, I love Egypt. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah. It wasn't even that, yo. But I knew that, the upper and lower was Armin and Raw. And I just wanted to bring something together to fight back the pseudos. Man, come on, yo. Like, nah, dog. Like, that's why sometimes, man, yeah, we just got to get out. Like, it ain't like we can actually get out the space show, but we just got to look so damn different, yo.
Yep.
That's the point.
Yep, definitely. Yep. So I'm gonna play the video, man. The video that I'm talking about. I'm just play a little bit briefly of it, not all of it. Play a few minutes of it, and then we'll jump on to the next. Let me go here, and this is the video
that was a good lecture right there.
Yeah, I actually from that lecture that y'all did. I cited in there Ben talked about sacrificing blood. You talked about something in there too. I should have used you too. I used him and I used something something that
well, that's it.
Mujal was said too. I cited in there and something Mujal said I cited in there too. Then I validate what they said with other different ethnic groups. So they was right on point. Hold on, let me go. Okay, there it is right there. Let's get into it. Now, this is the video that I said that actually changed my perspective in my life. And I went straight hard for West Africa. And this was Ben. This is in 2015. Black Panther presents West African spirituality and look into Ifa, Luau, and Fatarug. And me and Ben, I put a presentation together last year on Fatarug with the people in Sierra Leone and Gambia, the Sierra people, and they broke up, and I talked about the subgroups that they're divided into, and but I asked Ben would he actually come on and do something with me too, so we made it a joint presentation, and he actually sent it over there to Sierra Leone to, I can't remember, some type of commission or something over there. And they actually looked at the video that we did on Fatarug, the tradition of the Sierra people. And they critiqued the video. And man, for the most part, we got damn near everything right. It was a few things that we was kind of off on. But for the most part, man, they told us we did a damn good job. And this was coming from the people in Sierra Leone. I can't remember. It was some type of commission or something in that nature. I can't remember, but here's the video. This 2015. This is right after, this wasn't too long after Science and Technology Conference. I'm like, who is this dude? And then boom, there you go. He pop up and he's on the Black News 404 thing. But here it is.
Right in the bag. You put them right in the bag and set them big projectors. You gotta carry the box with it.
One more minute.
Fast forward a little bit.
anything else that you see. Like my Baba James Smalls said on Hidden Colors 2, any religion can be traced back to the origins of voodoo. Anyone. Let's go. Oh, it was working when nobody was watching. Now, okay, here we go. Traditions of Ifa. Ifa or Ifa. The other, this is I want to address this first. This Ife, you will see this spelled like this as well, but that's actually pronounced Ifa as well. It's not a religion, but a spiritual system of divination in Nigeria of the Yoruba people, and refers to verses of the Odu Ifa. The Odu Ifa is not a book. It's not a book. There's no book in the Yoruba spiritual system called Ifa. No books. There have been books written about Ifa, but there is no original book like a volume of sacred law, i.e. the Bible, the Torah, the Tanakh, the Quran, books like these, the Septuagint. No books like these. They are not tied down to any books. Therefore, it is not a religion. Now, what it is a collection of oral traditions that have been passed down orally through the Babalaos. The Odu Ifa, I'm going to get into this. This is very important. This is the trade. Well, this is a part of the trade, but the oral traditions are called the Odu Ifa. Now, the Babalaos, these are your priests. These are the people that can perform rituals, readings, initiations, things of that nature. Now, when combined, there are a total of 256 Odus. These are believed to reference all situations, circumstances, and actions and consequences in life and base the unaccountable relative to the 256 Odus coding. These are forms of the basic traditional Yoruba spiritual knowledge, and they are the foundation of the Yoruba divination system. Let's talk about this for a second. When you're a Babalao, this is high priesthood right here. Everybody talks about the Kari here, priest of Kemet, but these priests right here, they got to memorize 256 Odus. And they just told you all situations, all circumstances, all actions, all consequences. So these are the categories that they place you in life. If you got something going on that's a problem, you come to a Babalao, he gives you a reading, it's going to fit in one of these 256 Odus. But he has to know it off the top of his head. And he's stroking on his Opan Ifa to let you know which category this is in. And I'm going to get into that a little later. The divination is obtained through the priest of the spiritual system called the Babalaos. These men are the keeper of science and the ones who are allowed to make the other priests and readings. As I just said earlier, these are the Kari priest of Kemet. I mean, whatever you want to call it, the priesthood in your particular system, these are the equivalent right here, the Babalaos. Let's go. I don't like it. This what? Oh, my bad. Go back. All right. This is what I was talking about. The Odu Ifa and the Babalao. He's doing this thing right here. As you see, there's no cheat sheets, no books, no anything. He's just doing his thing. He's in tune with the divine and getting the reading. And I don't know if y'all can see these strokes he's making, but these strokes are very important. We're going to get into that. There we go. The Opan Ifa. Now, okay. Oh, if I click it in the middle, it does that. Yeah. Okay, now I know. The Opan Ifa, the Babalao throws 16 palm or coconuts on the flat wooden surface and determines which of the 8 of the possible 256 sets of Odus are displayed. The signs have correlating verses.
I ain't gonna play all of it. I just want to play a few minutes of it, but this, y'all can go back and look at it. It's on the Black News 404 Studios. This is the presentation in 2015 that actually changed my perspective on Kemet. I didn't want to deal with Kemet like that anymore. And slowly but surely, my studies began to transition from Kemet into West Africa, man. So peace and shout out, man, to brother Ben, man. Like I say, he really changed my perspective. And man, when I got that call from the guy that actually got me out of Kemet and into West Africa, man, and then called me to be a part of the group that actually deal with West Africa, man, was big for me, man. I was on a high for a long time. Let's
You want to
go.
hear something deep?
Go ahead.
Ben was actually supposed to make his last trip to Kemet to get into the craft.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, the thing that Aswad Crazy had.
Almond Rod Craft or whatever it is.
Right. And that was really what he was doing. But some things popped off with Aswad Crazy and misunderstanding, a complete misunderstanding. And it kind of froze Ben out and it made him infuriated. And he, you know, he was like, man, fuck that shit. And, you know, he just decided to dedicate his life to, you know, the study of the West Africa and actually getting installed and becoming a Babylao. And, you know, whenever Ben do something, man, he go all the fuck way in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, it's not many people can actually say they got an authentic Babylao. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Authentic. And I'm saying know the rituals, right? Speak the language, know how to speak the language, or he working on speaking the language. He know the damn rituals.
He can speak it pretty good.
Yeah. So, you know, I ain't want to, you know, mess that up, but but I know he worked, right? And just, you know, man, it's just so we, you know, we always want to be authentic in what we do. So it's good to hear how that kind of inspired you to West Africa. But that's once again the West African thing, man. We never stepped away from West. Like the shit just be a constant comedy of nonsense around us, yo. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go to West Africa one time, right? We got multiple people that went to Africa, West Africa several times. Egypt several times. I never forget said he was talking that shit. None of them niggas been to Egypt. We had to hit them niggas with the pictures.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So you get fools to go to West Africa, they don't get installed in nothing. They just go and come back, and all of a sudden, the masters of West Africa.
Yeah, that's great.
That be Chief X. You know, I'll never hold no names back. I just don't. I can't do it. It ain't in me. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know it ain't in you. Here is brother Asar Imhotep, man. He's somewhere teaching, and as you notice, man, like most of the pictures that I'm showing, these brothers is so they teaching, man. They teaching. They is still setting the standard. They is still facilitating the mandate from the first conscious community. That is to get a high education and go back into the community and teach the people.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Asar, and Sean says that Asar is the standard. He did a whole presentation, the whole show on brother Asar, and I agree. You know, he's definitely the standard, and I know I done came a long way because I remember reading Asar books. I got what I got. Where's the Love? I got Nissa BT. I got Aluja Volume 1 now. I had gave it away, got it again. I got Aluja Volume 2. I got the book he did with the Shemshu Haru team about the place named Kemet. And I remember reading his books at first. Aluja, I remember reading Aluja Volume 1, and I remember reading Where is the Love? And I'm like, what the hell is Asar Imhotep is talking about? I couldn't understand him. I couldn't understand his books. I'm like, man, this guy's so he's so smart and so intelligent. Man, like this shit is going over my, this is going over my head. But I know over time, I know I have developed because now I'm understanding more of his book. So when I got Nisibiti, I was able to follow along. Yeah, you know, and understand. And then when I went back and read Where is the Love, I'm like, yeah, I understand. And then when I went back and go on the website and read a couple of his articles, because a lot of his old articles became the Luja Volume 1 book. I'm like, okay, I understand. I remember reading this, and I didn't know what the brother was talking about. So I
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Man,
Don't even feel bad, yo. Shit, boy, I'm still struggling. What the hell is this? I know he talking.
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
Oh man. So
Man.
I see
That's my road dog right there, yo.
I see Satep name up there in the Shinu Ushma Satep and Ra. I see it up there. Saru, Sarah. So me and this brother, we have a personal relationship too, man. Like I at times I can't believe, because I put him on a high pedestal too, man, when it comes to intellectuals, man, and the work and the contribution he has put forth. And anytime I call him, you know what I'm saying, or I email him, he always hit me back. And I remember when we first got into it, I was like, I want a website. He does well. He built my website, my first website, Kofi Piesie TV.com, man. And I asked him to build it, man, and he got right back with me, man. He told me when he was gonna be finished with it. He was done with it right then. Like he said he was. He told me he was gonna set up a few appointments to show me how to work it. Every time he set a date, he was there. He didn't bag out, and showed me how to work the website on the administrative part. You know what I'm saying? The back end part for me to upload videos, YouTube videos, to upload articles, because at that time we was just transitioning to writing the first volume 1. Some spirits. What was? And we got so many spirits of the Masa, and so we wanted to put some of our articles, because Sean had a site where he wrote articles. I can't think of the name of it. And then I had Kofi Piesie written compositions where I wrote articles off of my site, and I wanted to move some of our articles over to this. So he showed me how to, work there, how to upload new books, how to upload clothing if I want to sell book clothing, how to set the tax, the price, just administrative part. And he supported us. He was the first person to actually buy the book. He had bought the book before the book actually came out, because we did pre-orders for the first book. So he bought the first book. He was the first supporter to buy the first book, man. And he's been supporting us ever since, man. He bought my Beautiful Lessons About Kimoyo book 2 months ago. I got an expanded version coming out. The book on totally look different from the inside, from just the whole book just gonna look different. Still gonna have those 10 chapters, just gonna look different. Gonna have pictures, and then I'm adding four new chapters, and Asar is writing the forward actually for that book. I asked him, like I said, man, he's always supportive, man. I have a good relationship with this brother, man. So and he's also going to be speaking, as well as who's on the panel, is going to be speaking at the book release next Friday on the 24th. I think that's next Friday, 24th, wherever the 24th is, for our volume 4. So I want to play something, something real quick on the SAR, man. Real quick. Let me go. What I'm doing. Okay. Let me go back. I'm just playing a few minutes of these videos. I'm not playing these entire videos, but let's see. I'll play this in here. I think this was the one. I'll play maybe 3 or 4 minutes of the video. But everybody know how Asar.
And so the standard interpretation of the word Kemet is that Kemet means black land, and Shekanta Diop argues that it means black people. And so there's another assumption in there that there is a root Kim that means black. And then, the question is then, how is it applied as it regards to the quote unquote determinatives? And so
some years have passed, and there have been a few scholars who have questioned the validity of these claims. And so it's been an ongoing debate regarding the place name Kemet since that time. And so I have found myself involved in these debates. And my earliest introduction to this debate was way back in 1998. And ever since 1998, my freshman year in college, I have been researching this particular topic. And so I've went through an array of interpretations and arguments that have been on, kind of all sides of the fence and everywhere else. And so, hold on one sec, but again, this is your brother's. I'm gonna pause that. I guess I can't. Okay. I'm sorry. So it's kind of culminated now, 20 years later, 2018, into a chapter that I'm getting ready to release in a book, Illusia Volume 2, China into Religion and Philosophy. And so there will be a full-scale paper, so to speak, on this topic, which kind of sums up my 20 years off and on researching this particular topic. So y'all know that I think it was last week or so that I had a discussion, quote unquote, debate, if you could call it that, with our good brother out of Baltimore, Ned or Neb. And, we presented both of our cases. And so this particular topic that I'm addressing today is just an extension of that conversation. And so, again, in 20 years of reading material, going through the ancient Egyptian writing scripts, technically the scripts and just more so the material, and listening to arguments, being engaged in the arguments, I pretty much heard it all. And so he didn't present anything that I haven't come across before. And so I want to provide you with some tools when doing certain type of language research, because this is at once a philological issue and a linguistic issue, a historical comparative linguistic issue. And so tonight we're going to talk about classifiers. And so I mentioned that in our last discussion in the so-called debate, and I just wanted to go a little deeper. It is a big subject into itself, so I'm not going to get too detailed. I'm just going to give you a summary of what it is, give you some examples, and from there we're going to,
like I said, I'm just gonna play a few minutes of this, and if y'all remember, that's how the Simshu Haru actually got formed. Wujaro, Asar, and Sanjeti over the debate that took place between Asar and God, he just said, what's the brother name? They used to be a part of the Amara squad as well. Brother from Baltimore.
You said what?
What's the brother name that Asar debated? He was also a part of Netanel. Right, yeah. So y'all know the and I forgot about Netanel too. But anyway, yeah, the debate that this, he's talking about the place name Kemet. There was this contention, Asar and them was saying that it is the riparian zone, and they demonstrated it, and Netanel was saying that it meant the black land, and he tried to demonstrate, that it meant the black land, and and Asar and them did a wonderful, I say a phenomenal job in explaining that it was the.
They were saying black people. They weren't even saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, black people. Yeah, that what he's saying. Yeah, black people. So
That was always crazy, yo. Like come on, yo. Like, how you gonna name yourself the black people surrounded by all black people? Now, how you gonna know who the black people is?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I wouldn't care who said it. You can't be calling yourself the black people when you got people blacker than you in Nubia.
Right.
Because they're gonna walk right by you. We try to find the black people. No, we the black. How? Yeah, man, that was always ridiculous. Yo, they never called themselves the black, and it's a place name.
Right.
The place name it identifies the place, not the person.
Right. That's right. That's a fact.
Naya.
We got I couldn't find a whole lot on Naya.
Naya. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, Sister Naya, man. You know, another good sister, man. You know, I done talked to her on a few occasions. Sean have a more personal relationship with her. He was she had the Voices of Fire, which was a writing group. That's where Sean started writing with the Voices of Fire, and then he transitioned from the Voices of Fire into writing creating his own blog site and writing there, and then from Sean writing. You know, I feel like whatever Sean can do, I can do. I appreciate Sean, even though I don't, I don't hear the same thing from Sean Peanut Head, and he definitely gonna get that fade next week, man. Y'all, I'm gonna record me beating Sean up next week. But anything that he did, like, you know, I feel like if my brother can do it, I can do it too. So he motivated me to do a lot of things, even with doing the presentations. Like, Sean motivated me to do presentations and be consistent with doing presentations. Sean got me into writing. I started writing, you know, he started writing articles. I began to write articles. He began to critique my articles. I began to get better because he started out with the Voices of Fire, and Naya would critique his articles and etc. So he learned from there, took what he learned, started his own thing, and then, you know, he showed me how to, you know, structure and write an article. So I'm gonna see if I found something. I don't have a lot of Sister Naya, and I don't know if nobody know this. I think I don't know if I told Sean. I might have told Sean. Yeah, I told Sean because right before when we got ready to drop volume 1, we was gonna let Sister Naya edit the book. So we got on a call together, and before we got on the call together, I was sharing to Sean. I know she's married, and I was sharing with him that and I'm married too, you know. I was just saying I had a crush on her back in the days. This was before she was married, and before I never reached out to her, but I'm just saying you know how you just have a crush on somebody. It's just a crush. So I had a crush on Sister Naya when I first started seeing on the scene. I started seeing her with the Amara Squad, man. But
Save yourself, Kofi.
No, it's just a crush, man. My wife ain't gonna get me. I don't guess she gonna beat me up for that, man. I did have a crush on her. But I'm gonna play something real smart. She's into she's in what? She's a psychologist, right?
Yeah, got a master's degree.
Mm-hmm, right. She had, and see,
got her own business.
Right, your own business. Right. She told me she had her own business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, we serious, yo.
Right. That's why I'm showing these things. Let me see if I can go right here. And I think she got like a little small part in this video. Like, I mean, if I know she had some other stuff when y'all.
Yeah, she taught a class in the library.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know that. Hold on, let me go back. That's not it. Is it this one? No, I'm gonna play that one in a minute. It's this one right here. Let me see if I can face. She didn't have much, but I know she was in a lot of stuff when y'all had the other channel, man.
Production.
Y'all had a bunch of stuff, man. I hate y'all lost all that information, man, that was on the other channel, man. Y'all had some stuff, man. Dang, and I don't even know. Hold on, let me see.
Still goes into your ability to take care of yourself.
Hold on. This was a good show too, man. But
now because
y'all was crazy,
operating
that shit.
as a
Y'all was
collective,
crazy. This a 10-hour show, y'all. A 10-hour show.
This is different from what these people do, without necessarily putting a value judgment. Because we can say collectivism is good, but then there are some problems with collectivism. Which
let's see, she's something small. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of work with it because the other channel got taken down, so I couldn't retrieve nothing, man. I wish Uncle
now to go into the African
bagged all that stuff up.
Ceiling and their developmental process evolutionary. Their mode of survival depending on other people.
Like to be a collective. So Asar, could you build on that with the
she just asked a question. I thought she was actually,
and how giving is kind of foundational to African culture. Just briefly, to the people, because I know you talked about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't have nothing. What she was kind of going in. But that's Sister Naya, man. Can you? Well, how while you on here, how what stood out to you to make you say, hey, I want this sister to be a part of the Amun-Ra squad, brother?
Man, shit, yo, was just she just was intelligent black woman, yo. You got it. I mean, if you don't got intelligent black women around you, yo, you done.
Yeah.
So that's why that's how I pick the mother of my children.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligent black women. You know what I'm saying? That's why all my kids are in college because of intelligent black women that went to college. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she was on her A game. She processed information well. And she understood the psychology of black people. That's her position, to diagnose the psychology of our people.
Right.
Yeah, and so I chose it for her intelligence, man. Just same with Dr. Mayat, her intelligence. I mean, they like the smartest people on the daggone thing, man. You know who a guru though? Smash, man. Smash Rockwell, Joe.
Oh yeah, I'll be on Smash.
Mm.
I'm glad he done started back. And I might have skipped him already. But I'm definitely gonna play a video from him. But
you gotta get an interview. Do you ever interviewed him yet?
No, I gotta get him, man. I gotta get him. He had fell off, man, and I mean I hadn't seen him no more.
So he a rapper. That's his career as a rapper.
Yeah. I was on him back in the days when he come out, when he was a part of the what is that? The hieroglyphic.
Yeah, Hyro. Still is.
And then from now I seen him do his solo. He did his solo thing. You know what I'm saying? I was on him back then in the early 90s. The Souls of Mischief come out of that same camp. So I was on Dale the Funky Homo Sapien. I was on, all them. You know what I'm saying? And I see they still rock together because I'm a big hip hop head. So I'm definitely I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to reach out to him. I'm gonna try to see if I can get his number, his email from you.
Come on, man, that's easy, man.
Yeah, so I definitely want to get him, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, keep making the push, to bring the squad back.
Yeah.
You're gonna organize that.
Yeah, that's dope, because that was one of my questions at the end of this, but that's dope.
Yeah, we ain't getting nowhere though. I mean, it was no need. Everybody was doing such a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing they projects, they solo projects. I'm doing my atheist thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure no leaks in the foundation.
Right.
Yeah, smacking up the pseudoisms, the fake spookisms, and the isms.
Yeah, so let me see.
Yo, where's Sean? And who else on here, yo?
I think that's Sutek over there.
And who else?
What up?
What up?
It's me and Brother Chavis.
Oh, okay. Y'all late to the
James.
party. Y'all late to the party. Y'all been letting me party all day. Well, you popped in when we interviewed what's the name, so you popped in for a minute and then got on up out of there. Hold on, I wanted to play something.
How was that, James?
I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
It's volume 4.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Ready, bro.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I appreciate. I told you, man. Y'all done took the spot, yo. God damn, got to knock
No,
y'all off the hill, yo. Y'all up on the top of the mountain.
yes,
Don't it feel
sir.
good, yo, to be at the top of the mountain, though, yo? You
Yes,
gotta
sir.
come on, man. It's gotta feel good, yo.
Hard work pay off.
Good, yo. It's just gotta feel good, yo, to put all this literature together, man. Y'all bluffing over there, man. Y'all
Real.
bluffing, man. Y'all bluffing, man. Let me
Trying
see.
to tell you, man.
Hold on, man.
We not.
Huh?
We ain't just bumping our gums, man. We out here producing, man.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't just talk on the internet, man.
Hey, that's right.
We trying to
Hey,
teach
man, you
people.
saying, man, get that screen off there real quick.
All right,
Kofi,
hold
you
on.
messing up the
Oh,
books,
shit.
man. We got the works, man. We got the
All right.
works, man. Come on, man.
They need to see that, man.
Come on,
They need
man.
to see all of them. They need to
Come
hold up.
on,
Wait a
man.
minute.
Let me
Wait a
get
minute.
off first, and then I
Wait a
get
minute,
you.
man.
I
Hold on.
said I should have waited before I searched Chavis before he got them darn books. Chavis done went crazy with them books. Hold on, man.
Hey, that's what they supposed to do.
Ain't nobody showing the books yet. Chavis up there. They went crazy. That go right there. Those are all 3 volumes, and we got.
Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Handful of books, man.
Yep.
What they talking about, man?
I don't know, man.
What they talking about, man? See, this is what we saying, though.
Yep.
You want to know about West, man? Come on, man. Like what you talking about? Logo all day long. Logo on high, yo.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about, man. Right. They ain't talking shit. They bumping their gun.
That's it.
Like David said, they talking shit. Don't
That's
talk
it.
me to death, yo. Source up and shut up.
Yeah.
Write a book on the subject, yo.
That's right.
That's slick.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chavis done popped off here. I'm gonna let him go ahead and get it in, show the new volume. He got a couple of copies and came already. He been crazy on the internet already. It ain't even out yet. He's showing books.
That's right there, boy. He got the, he got the, you know how you got to get the Bugatti, yo, before everybody, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the joint before everybody, yo. Which you know.
Hey, Chavis making sales already, man.
I know it. Go ahead and show the book, Chavis. Show him your books, Chavis.
Man, put them books back up there, Chavis.
I'm gonna cap. I work hard.
Yo, you gotta spread it out. You ain't even doing it right, man. You gotta spread it out, man. You know how them guys.
I was nobody, man. They think I'm just somebody that just be out here to just be bumping my gun. Like I don't really stand behind this information like that. Like, nah, we stand out here on ours, man.
Yeah, all the way. Damn right.
Volume 4 right there. Be out
on
the 4th.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Be out
all day.
Oh shoot, man.
We got. It's plenty though. we up. I got it all, man. You know what I'm saying?
What?
From the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, right off the top.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that too, while Chavis on here, it's Chavis. Well, hold on, dang, let me go back. Chavis was one of our major supporters, and now he's a member of Kofi Piesie Research. That man supported us in everything, man. Shared our shows, and then I didn't know he was that big of a supporter of us. That man, mama, bought volume 3, and I talked to his mama on the phone, and she was telling me how she had to have volume 4 for her son for Christmas. Can he get it? She was trying to get it for at Christmas, a birthday gift, something like that. And I don't even know his mom. I talked to his mom on the phone, and she was just telling me how, you know what I'm saying, he was a big supporter and talked about us all the time, and then turn around. Now he's a member of Kofi Piesie Research Team, and he's a part of the other families as well, man. Now he's in a book. In a book, cat.
In a book.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Let's do this. Let's do something that's serious. Let me show y'all what serious is, yo. Sutek, Shavers, right? Appreciate y'all, gentlemen, yo. And you got to know what y'all did for me. See, a nigga with a vision is just a nigga with a vision if he ain't got everybody else that can share the goddamn same vision.
Right.
Don't forget that, yo. You know, what's that vision? To properly educate our goddamn people. It ain't a brand new goddamn idea. It ain't a groundbreaking idea, yo, but it's our fucking idea. It's our thing. This our thing. You know how the mob got their thing? This our thing. You know how the young boys, they spread the money over their arms. Yo, we spread the books over our arms, yo. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah.
Yo, we got the dope. Yo, we got, hey, yo, listen, dog. Yo, you want to talk? Hey, yo, listen.
Don't make me go get the grabbing them joints.
Yo, they talking shit, yo.
We
gonna shoot you up.
I'm in here right now. I'm in Garfield. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, yo.
I'm in everybody's. You feel me?
Listen, man. Listen. Look, this is what we doing, yo. Look.
That pose, when I seen that picture, that pose was so dope to me, man. When I seen that picture with you holding them books like that, that's dope.
Come on, yo. Listen, yo. So
louder than any words, man.
Listen, man. I can't keep it unless I give it away, yo. Yeah. I ain't nothing without y'all, bro. Like you gotta know what y'all did for me, yo. I tell the pseudo killers all the time, yo. I was like, man, fuck this stupid ass shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm done with it, yo. Yo, them dudes remotivated me, yo. Man, when I can't write, y'all write. Y'all remotivate. Y'all got to know what y'all did for the old head, dog. Yo, y'all just don't, y'all got to really get what place in history y'all play, my niggas. I tell the pseudo killers, yo. I tell Vance, like, what you doing, yo? Come on, man. Invite me on this podcast. Man, just remotivate me. Then I look at y'all. Y'all niggas got me writing, yo. Y'all got me writing. For
real. That's what
my writing's gotten so much better. I say I can't let these little niggas get me, man. I say these niggas got books and shots for days, dog. That's right. So I'm saying, yo, y'all just gotta know the role. I mean, y'all just don't know, yo. Y'all hold that shit all the way down, my niggas.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. If you ain't got younger niggas, yo, you don't got nothing. You just an old head. Yeah. The young always overtake the old, dog. Like this what this about right here, yo. It ain't about me. It's about us, yo. It's about what we can do. And y'all got to make sure y'all do the same thing for the young brothers and sisters that's younger than y'all, yo. So I just want to tell y'all, man, y'all think y'all shout my motherfucking ass out. Y'all think y'all shouting I'm Raw Squad off. Nah, man, y'all a testament to y'all generation, man. They go for the pseudo killers, man. Mossy Clan Warriors, man. Kofi Piesie Research Team, yo. Man, yo, like, I'm just trying to let y'all know that's it right there, yo. That's why they can't never beat us, yo. That's why they can't never get us, dog.
They bumping. You putting in work around here, man.
I mean, work. Every day, yo, I try to sit back, yo, grab a chapter, you know what I'm saying? You know, out the joint, right? You know, put myself to sleep. That's what I do. I don't know nobody else. Yeah, I mean, I like to read a chapter, read a chapter, get some coffee early in the morning, sit back. Yeah, I'm saying, look at, man, come on, yo. I'm looking at, look, nigga, this is fucking micro lifts, my niggas. Arrow tip, look, this is the shit I talk about, dog. Do you know how serious it is to sit back and read this for some black authors that I personally fucking know, dog? What y'all talking about, yo? I ain't gotta go no white boy. Come on, dog. Yo, that's the Dr. Ben shit. Y'all tripping, my niggas. Look, this the shit was in Dr. Ben's book, yo, when I was first learning, yo. Look, yo, this nigga, he had the evolution shit in there, yo. He had to look. He had the spear. Look, he drew this shit in there, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, look how far. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, of course, I can grab this, right? I can grab the white girl, right? And she got the same type of shit in her book, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, dog, but I can go to brothers I know and read it, and the shit be popping on accurate.
Yep.
Come on, dog. Trust me, yo, y'all. Listen.
Yeah, we be trying.
Niggas will never, they will listen. They will never beat us. Me by myself, they can get me. You by yourself, they can get you. Then again, they can't never get us regardless. They shit somewhere.
Shepherd say he want all the smoke with the and Rock Squad.
You ain't gonna get beat up, yo.
What up, man? Shout out to Chef again. I shouted you out early. I don't know what you still on when I was interviewing Jehudi today, man. But he got me looking good up here, man. He got me on the list software, got my list stuff on the side, calling up at the top. So I appreciate that, Chef. But yeah, man. We got 3 more people together. Well, matter of fact, man, because we been on like 2 hours, man. But let me ask you about Nahisi, man. What was it that what was it that got you to say, hey, I want Nahisi to join the group, man? He's so, to me, like, we call him the silent assassin, man.
Yeah.
The brother is so hard, and I hit him yesterday and asked him about the book, you know what? Because I remember he was working on the book, and I was trying to remember, was it Evolution? I forgot to ask him the name because he gave me the name a while back here, and I never did.
Genetics, dealing with genetics.
Yeah, man. But that brother, man, like, what possessed you to be like, hey, man, Nahisa need to be part of the and Ra squad? Like, I know a lot of people don't see him as much, man, but brother, like I said, brother Nahisa, man, is a smart individual, man.
His community work that he do in the community, his unwavering loyalty to the truth first and to his comrades, and just his scholarship. He, like you say, he's a silent assassin. Whenever you need that, like if I'm on, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm on a show and he see I need something, yo, he's shooting it to me, bah, 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 bah. Right? He catching somebody slipping. He they slipping right here, bah, 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 bah. You know what I'm saying? Like he thorough, yo. He thorough. He just thorough, man. What you want me to say, yo? He thorough, yo, with his research, just his understanding is he thorough, dog. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, yo, like, man, he worthy of the spot, yo. He worthy of the spot, yo.
He definitely is, man.
Yeah, founding member, yo. Lamasi, man.
Yeah.
I'm Raw Squad official, loyal, man. I don't know. I mean, I have no words, man. Beautiful family, man. Beautiful daughters, man. Sons, man. Wife, man. Just the whole, yeah, everything is together, yo. Like, that's what we do, yo. We fathers, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the group, I see Chavs with his son. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we just fathers, yo. Examples, yo.
That's it. That's what we really is at the end of the day.
Right. Am I right or wrong, Chavs? Am I right?
That's what I do this for. Just to see them look at these books right now. Like, people don't even, just to see they daddy name in a book.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't gotta go work up under somebody, man. It's other ways, man. I'm trying to figure them all out so I can show them, whether it be stocks, whether it be these books. It's gonna be some. We ain't gonna continue to be at the bottom, man. We trying to advance around these parts.
Come on, man. Like, so yeah, man, Nahisi, bro, he Yeah, yo, he that dude, yo.
Yeah.
Everybody don't gotta be on the camera, yo.
Yeah, you right. You
That
right.
ain't for everybody, yo. I think I do enough for everybody. I get everybody in trouble. I know Sue Tech one of them shit starters too.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
Sue Tech
A
the
little
shit.
bit, a little bit. I start a little shit here and there.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this video right here. This is in Gozy, man. I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, man, with him going in a little bit on here. And like I said, these brothers, like I'm saying, each of these videos, man, these people are
some goddamn granite and some shit. You not molding that.
Hold on, let me see.
Sarah Stupid Seti.
Yeah, he in there.
Look, let me show you
contractor.
way to make your first $10,000 month online.
Yeah, hold on.
It's not becoming a coach,
Damn.
consultant, starting an advertising.
All right.
Fire when it did. In order for you to get two.
Let him say that stupid shit. You know what
Yeah, I know. Man, just perfect ball. They blew up a goddamn bomb in Japan, and that tilted this motherfucker on its axis. Changed it by some degrees. So what if this bitch blew up? How did it happen? What made it separate? What made it separate? A collision, brother. It was collision. But this is mass. If he hit this motherfucker, he would have.
He don't understand. We were talking about the moon, where the moon came from.
The gas, a perfect bomb.
Yeah, but the gas gravity that pulls it, the heavier the elements, the more gravity pulls it. So the thing is, the Earth itself is not really a perfect circle, nor is the moon. So it did. Yeah, it's something like that, sphere shape. So the thing is that it did break off based off components of combustion that was going in, rushing when it was formulating with itself.
Shit would have been a perfect bomb.
How stupid he is.
For that shit to cool. But if you get hard fucking rock, you ain't just gonna come back together. It's gonna have to be hot to mold a
Man,
motherfucking
pause that, yo. Please pause that.
Kofi. You not molding that. So if this bitch broke apart, it had to be all fire when it did.
Kofi, pause that.
You to get two perfect balls. That's bullshit.
What the hell is going on here, yo? This nigga can't understand how a piece of the earth fractured off, yo, and stayed in the gravitational pull, yo, and formed the moon. Like, he don't get it. Like, what the fuck is the nigga talking? Man, when shit hit the earth at that speed anyway, this shit melted. Everything was not like, this nigga is just retarded. He trying to tell us how the moon, we trying to explain to him. You know, when certain collisions happen, yo, the earth fucking vaporized. The shit was liquid.
He's unteachable, man.
Unencourageable.
He just I ain't gonna lie. What's so crazy is like the more I began to get more in depth in researching and understanding research methodology, and my methodology got better. The more the people that was my heroes wasn't my heroes anymore. Like I'm like I got flim flam. I'm like, what the hell? I done got flim flam. These people are making up stuff. They telling lies. They way off. And I just like, wow. And I was caught up, in the hype, because of the charismatic, the loud talking. It wasn't just him, it was a few other people, man. But he's just unteachable, man. Let me play one more video, man, and we gonna hurry up and end this, man. And I just wanna, and you already answered my question. And let me see. Here, let's see. Circus and the circus competition. List discussion of King. Okay, let me listen to this. And this is
peace, brother. Peace to the fam.
Dropshipping store from
what's
zero
happening,
to over $2.3 million in sales.
Hold on, play this video.
In a little less than 2 months. And the best part,
utopia, this perfect rosy peachy kumbaya world, and then exaggerate things as well. So we're hit with both sides on top of everything I just said. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot that we have to deal with. And so that's what we're saying. That's what we're advocating. People have to slow the conversations down. All right. So again, welcome to y'all who just jumped on. This is definitely a late discussion.
Ancient Egyptians believed in a mystery God. And this
I didn't know Garfield was
Say
on this
something
one.
about that. The supernatural statement.
Hold on. I don't want to see y'all let Wuja go in a little bit. Some of these videos I
you
ain't
can't
had
say
a chance to
anything
look
else
at.
other than how the Egyptians.
Well, shit, I ain't gonna play it, man. But Wuja, and I'm missing. No, that was and we already talked about Smash Rockwell. I didn't play a video of Smash Rockwell, but and you answered the question. You said Smash Rockwell is getting the band back together. He's playing that role of getting the band back together, huh? Because that was my question at the end of all of this. The whole thing is the show that I said that y'all is the blueprint. Y'all is the measuring rod, and to show the other groups that came after the Amun-Ra squad, who had to go look at the blueprint, and why I said y'all set that bar so high, y'all set that standard, and whether y'all knew it or not, y'all was setting that same bar and standard that comes from what I call the first conscious community in the late 19th, early 20th century. And I want to highlight that y'all wasn't just a group that was just online talking. Y'all was actually in the community doing things. Y'all was actually teaching. So a lot of the pictures I showed, it was y'all in other people's platform or your own platforms, and y'all was sharing information. Y'all was sharing accurate. Y'all was sharing correct information. I wanted to show the videos to show how intelligent, each and every one of y'all was, and even just the history of how the origin of Amun-Ra Squad and how it, how the Amun-Ra Squad got started, and each one of those groups I named is linked to one man, and that was you, man. So, and I know we've been saying, like, where is the Amun-Ra Squad? Like, we hadn't seen Amun-Ra Squad in a minute. We know everybody is doing their own things. Like, you got the pseudo killers, and you're working on your book. We know Asar got his publishing company, and he just published a book from off of his publishing company. He ain't too long published Illusion Volume 2. He's working on some other texts. You got the other brothers, Nahisi, working on a book. Dr. Oyama, I think she's still working on her class, her virtual class or something. I can't remember exactly what she was saying. I'm definitely gonna get it when it come out. So I mean, everybody's just working. Everybody's working, what I'm saying, on their own, like you said, their own solo projects. And and we hadn't seen y'all in a while. So a lot of us was concerned, or we had some concerns, because we do see that, good things must come to an end. And like I'm saying, I was trying to paint the picture that y'all was a great thing that actually came into the community, that ended up setting a type of standard that was there in the beginning, but then you start to look around 1995 when you get to David Blair, you get to Phil Valentine, you get to Bobby Hemming and these other guys, and you start to see a shift and stuff where all you had to do was just be charismatic, and then you can make up stuff on the spot, and it was no longer sources was needed. You can just say what you want to say, and people gonna believe you because you in a camera and you talking like you know something, you making stuff up on the spot, and you sound like you sound intellectual. So therefore, what you saying, we have to deem it to be true. So we started going down a pseudo path where education wasn't important anymore. reading wasn't important anymore. Methodology wasn't even important, because I even talk about the mandates what they had with, back in the 19th or late 19th and the 20th century, where research methodology was a part of the mandate. So I just wanted, just to shed the light on all of that, and how important y'all was to the community and still is important to the community, and show the standard that y'all actually set in the community. And just to address the concerns is, to see where the current status of the Amon-Ra squad is the Amon-Ra squad no longer exists. The Amon-Ra squad is, like you said, which you already cleared it up. Everybody was doing their own thing, and now y'all finna come back and form back like Voltron.
Yeah, everybody not gonna make it back though.
Okay.
If it was,
I understand that. I understand that. We understand that. We went from 8 members to 6, so I understand.
Yeah, but as long as y'all working, we working. That's the point, though. You get that?
I get.
See, that's what everybody make the mistake at. That's why it was put together like this. So we ain't got. I mean, it's y'all time to shine, yo. It's simple as that, yo. It's the pseudo killer's time to shine. More my baby birthday today, tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow? It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Woo-wee. I'm gonna have to carry a gun. All right, let me stop. Daughter birthday tomorrow, looking beautiful. 16.
Okay. 16. Woo!
All right. Can you hear me? Yo.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Is we frozen up?
Who froze up? I'm froze.
Carry that banger. To carry that banger. No, but Kofi, can you hear me, Kofi? Y'all hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, so the mistake is when you think, where's the Amon-Ra squad? Now the family is still working. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like it's family around here, yo. Like we obviously ain't went nowhere. It's like it's the pseudo killer's time to shine. It's Kofi Piesie Research Team and Mossy Clan. What? It's just y'all time, yo. It's ain't nothing, but that's what it's about, though. That's what it's about, yo. Like, man, trust me, yo. It's about that right there, yo. That's my point. Like I always understood, yo, you can't keep it unless you give it away, dog. You gotta empower the next man up. If you don't, yo, then you could say the Amon-Ra squad, where they at? You ain't even got to worry about the Amon-Ra squad. You got the Kofi, right? You got the Mossy. You got the pseudo killers. We ain't missed. That's the point. Think about that. We never was supposed to be missed. There's no void. There's no gap. There's no. It's like a football team, yo. If a man get injured or a man retired, the next man up, yo. You don't miss a beat. That's how them teams. You know what I'm saying? We got a dynasty over this motherfucker, dog. It wasn't no drop off. That's what I want everybody to know, yo. That I can just sit back, talk shit on the pseudo killers. You Corey and Concrete, Corey and them, Chef and them, get their thing in. Come on, man. Oh, y'all can just rock, yo. It's a good space, yo. Shoot Tech, Sean can cuss somebody out. Travis. You don't gotta do it, yo. Like I can just sit back and really just, be on my grown man shit and just be real accurate with what I'm saying. And man, yo, it's just a beautiful thing, dog. Yeah, we ain't went Amon-Ra squad ain't went nowhere, yo. Like what the fuck was we going?
Hey, brother, what you say? You letting them kick some brand new flavor in the air, huh?
Yeah,
get them a little something, a little taste, something different, a little something, switch it up. But it don't mean we all connected because we gonna put the 4. We gonna have you in there. We gonna, because Come on now. Everybody in the conscious community know. Everybody on YouTube, we watch any videos on YouTube trying to get any piece of information. If you ain't heard Unc asking you, is you sick? I don't know what you're watching. Because we watched your growth personally, brother Unc, go from you banging on them on the blog talks, and then we watch everything get snatched down, and then we watch you for the DC nerds, you like Doomsday. You just keep coming back with a different channel. Stronger. Just get a different, just get another re-up. Just go ahead and come back. Pseudo killers, Amarat, whatever you gotta call it, you're gonna make sure that you out here pushing this information. And that consistency, that loyalty is what we need as Black people in order to keep pushing forward. I don't care if 5 people watch this show. Guess what? You're gonna learn something. So we gotta switch it up. Because we love Amarat Squad. We love the families. But it's called the families. Because it's not just about one person or one team or one. I only want to look at Unc when he put his cap on and this and that. I only want to look at Kofi when he had a new. It's like, no, bro, you personality worshiping at that point. You can appreciate personality. You don't have to worship it, though, in that sense. But I'll mute back out.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. I agree with you, man. You're right, man.
Right, yo. It's about the system. It's about the fucking system. It ain't about brother Unc, yo. That's why I know the system gonna always outlive the person, yo. That's why everybody else fucked up. That's why they got the one charismatic leader that go fuck up and be on some deviant behavior type of shit. Be on some man. I wish a nigga in the family would fraud somebody, yo. They're gonna get called out on it all the way out, yo. You can't even walk around this motherfucker and not get vaccinated, yo.
We all vaxxed up over here.
Yo, come on, yo. You can't even walk around here and not get vaccinated and don't think niggas is on your head. Live in effect. Not listening to nothing you saying until you get vaccinated.
Right.
Right. Come on, yo.
We all vaxxed up over here, man. Yep. But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody, man, that tuned in, man, to watch the show. I'm sorry if you thought it was gonna be something else, man. Some people thought it was something else. You was crazy. If you thought I was gonna come over here and talk about the and Ross Squad in a disrespectful manner, man, y'all on dope or dog food. Ain't that what they used to say back in the day? You either on dope or you on dog food. So, I just wanted to give them, their flowers, give them their roses, man, and let the people know, man, that, man, they are the measurement rods, bro. They are the blueprint, man, for the other groups that y'all have, that become y'all favorite, some of these groups that y'all love, you know what I'm saying? They went and read the blueprint, and that blueprint is the and Rock Squad, so, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate Unc, man, for jumping on. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Real quick, let me do this. I just want to keep reiterating that, we keep talking about the community leaving the other community. I know over here well, I'm gonna leave that because that's a whole nother conversation I'm gonna have tomorrow. I'm gonna come on early. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna address 3 individuals, but I ain't calling out no names, and it's gonna be with respect, and it's gonna be tasteful. It's gonna be definitely tasteful. But we talking about the new Independent African Academy. For those that looked at the show last week, they know what the Independent African Academy was, and who came in, ushered under the Independent African Academy. So now we relaunching, but we started it as the new. That's why we got new. So the new Independent African Academy community. So if you look up here to, I don't know, my left, your right, whatever, you see the new Independent African Academy up here on the screen. New Independent African Academy community. And like I said, we have a certain mandates that we follow in this community. We have certain codes and conducts that we follow over here. We we definitely exhibit good character over here, man. So before I end, do y'all got anything before I end the show? Shout out to for jumping on, man, and hanging out with us, man, as I rock out and I talk about all of the brothers and sisters of the Raw Squad.
Yeah, man. It was a good show. I look forward to having the squad back together too, because, like you say, they're very inspirational to the conscious community as a whole, to this community that we are part of. I got to separate ourselves, and just my personal development into this knowledge and information. Like I still would have been over there with the rest of them boys, watching people put up memes and all type of other foolishness. So I definitely would like to see the reemergence of the Amara squad too. Very influential. Um, yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through. If you ain't like the show, please like the show on your way out. Please share the show even after the show is over. Make sure you go check out Family Connect Apparel, our merch store, Kofi Piesie TV. We got our 1 through 3 volumes there. Volume 4 will be on Same Tree Different Branch Publishing.com. Make sure y'all go check that out. Got Kofi's book already on there. Make sure y'all go get that too. And be looking out September the 24th. Not only are we releasing the volume 4, but again, we will be having a virtual release book party. I may be coming on, coming back live after this. It just depends on how I feel. I know y'all be acting like y'all scared to jump on the panel, people in the chat. And this is the day for raising Canaan, so I ain't gonna waste my time if y'all ain't coming on. But I see it just depends on how I feel, man. But appreciate y'all for coming through.
I'm gonna say good show, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just get off.
All right, man. And again, man, just one more time, man. New Independent African Academy community. Also, you see above me, Same Tree Different Branch Publishing. Same Tree Different Branch Publishing. Go to www.sametreedifferentbranch Publishing and get my book, Beautiful Lessons About Kimoyo, on our publishing company, Same Tree Different Branch Publishing. And next Friday on the 24th, go back to Same Tree Different Branch Publishing and get our Spirit Master Historical Survey in the Minds of African Warrior Scholars Volume 4, and we will be having a virtual book release party on the Mossy Warrior Clan, hosted by Kevin MC Herb Chill. Guest speakers Asari Hotep, Unc West, Benjamin Njai, and the Elder Mku MZ. So y'all definitely be tuned in. We're gonna continue to promote it and put the flyers out there. So be checking out for the new flyer coming up this week. Couple other flyers about the book. I'll be on the lookout for the shirts. I have the shirts up next this week. Probably tomorrow. New Independent African Academy community. We not a part of that other community. T-shirts, hats is as well. That'll be on Invoca Family Connect Apparel. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and create a thumbnail tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and create a thumbnail tonight, make a show. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow evening, and for about 30 or 40 minutes, because I want to address something. I'm not gonna, and I'm gonna cap a little bit for the individuals that's who I'm addressing. So be on the lookout, man, tomorrow for that show. I don't know what the name of the show gonna be, but I'm definitely gonna be addressing somebody, and it's gonna be respectful, because I don't do all that other stuff, man. And I just want to not just address them, but it's just basically give an understanding. I just want to give an understanding. I'm not going back and forth. I ain't from turn up. That ain't what I do. We don't promote that over here. We don't promote foolishness, none of that. But just to address to give some clarity. Just give some clarity. Basically, that's it. Just give some clarity on some things. And I'm gonna cap a little bit for one individual. I'm not gonna cap, but I'm definitely gonna front a little bit for one individual. But anyway, man, we out of here, man. Again, like I said, man, I said ETM Hotel in the beginning, which means bring forth peace. So now I'm going to say Shemim Hotel. Shemim Hotel just means to depart in peace. So peace and Black African power. We'll see y'all next time. And I'm finna be out of here, man. I hope everybody else have a good night. I know Sutek was talking about Raising Canaan. I'm finna look at Raising Canaan for a minute, and then I'm finna jump back into work, because that's all we do, man. We work. We produce. While others is talking and complaining, we work. And I forgot the saying that I always say, while they complaining, I don't know. I forgot what it was. We need to make a shirt of that saying too, man. But the new Independent African Academy shirts will be up. The Spears of the Mosque, not Spears of the Mosque, the Spirit Masters t-shirts will be up. Dinka approved t-shirts will be up on the web. Well, both of those are already up, but I'm going to be promoting them next week. Y'all going to understand what we mean by Dinka approved when you get the Spirit Masters Volume 1. You also see on the book it has Dinka approved on there. So y'all going to understand who the Dinka is when y'all get Volume 4 and why we say we are Dinka approved. So go get your Dinka approved shirts. Go get your Spirit Masters Volume 4 shirts. Also, go get your new Independent African Community shirts, which will be up on the website tomorrow. And appreciate everybody, man, because the website doing lovely right now, man. So appreciate everybody supporting us, man. We really do appreciate y'all supporting us. The money that we do make, we take that money and we invest it back into the company so we can continue to produce books. We can continue to produce clothes, hoodies, socks, joggers, hats, bucket hats, flip-flops, backpacks. We got backpacks on there, phone case. We got a lot of stuff on there. I can't name it, but all that stuff goes back into the company and into the publishing company, man, because we're doing so much with the publishing company, man. And y'all finna start seeing some stuff outside of the group with the publishing company. We got a few clients finna start definitely working on them. And then a few clients here. Then I got a client from Africa, so I will be publishing someone from Africa pretty soon, man. So man, we just working, man. But yeah, man, even the cards, you know what I'm saying? So we out of here, man. Peace and Black African power, man. See y'all when we see y'all. We out.